Hey, what old wolves here. Hold on. Some people just can't decide what to do. I have tomorrow off, so I decided to go live. Why not, right? uh, happy day after comic book day. Um, Tomorrow's Veterans Day. To all the veterans out there, thank you for your service. Uh, Also, I don't know if anybody's out there. Is anybody out there? It's just me and my drink, drinking and hanging and talking by myself. Oh, hi Tina, how you doing? Like, someone had their bell on. Captain, my captain. How you doing, Captain? Captain, you got any rum if you want to hang? Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, John. How you doing? See, Tina's backing me up. Yes, he did. Plus, I got all these bottles of like I got to finish off. So I thought I'd be like, thank you, Victor. I'm trying to stay skinny. Victor, you want on? Ah, not only are you dropping in to say hi, you're dropping one in the toilet. Stay regular, my friend. Stay regular. You get video on that phone there, Simon? I'll put you on while you're doing the deed. Uh, so if you guys want on, let me know. I'll send it to you. I'm not gonna put it in the. I'm not gonna put it in the chat because sometimes it doesn't go well. So if you guys want on, just let me know and I'll send it to you. I'm breaking. Yeah. So if you guys want in the chat, just let me know, and I'll send it to you. My brother just called me a weirdo. I can live with that. So everybody have a good day today. Kevin, how you doing tonight? So it's still like what is it, like 6:30 over there? No, 7:30 over there. Yeah. Was it John? You want to tell us all about your long day? I haven't. I haven't watched that movie. I gotta watch it with the wife. I've been told I have to watch it with the wife. So no, I have not seen that movie. Doo, doo, doo. All right, hold on. One moment, please. In fact, some states choose to ignore it completely. We did. We did it. Yeah, I think it's gonna happen that we don't do it anymore. Bob, you want on? It's gonna happen that you're just gonna get rid of that. My taxes ain't due for a while. Though I do my own taxes. Uh, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. Here you go, that Simon. Ooh, people coming in droves here. I didn't know I was that popular. Doo, doo. Hmm. Simon, how you doing? Who needs pants? I'm not wearing pants. Who else is over here? Oh, you're at work. Oh, that's right. You guys are both at work. Hey, I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to support people of Australia. You know what I read today? I know I'm sipping so. See, Vicky, if you want to let me know if you got a phone with your phone or something. Ah, I know I'm behind on this one. This is like last month. But anybody read this? This wasn't bad. This really wasn't bad. I gotta read. I mean, this is issue one, which came out last month, so I'm that far behind. And if you can see, okay, so this is what I have to read. Oh no, this is what I have to read, and this is what I have to put away. So this wasn't half bad at all. This is I think for me, this is gonna be a pickup for I don't know 12 issues. I don't know how many issues this is gonna be. I wish I knew, but Tom King, it's gonna be at least 10 issues. So yeah, I gotta sip slowly. This it goes down too quick. Everybody sipping today? You're gonna be sipping, especially if you have tomorrow off. You gotta sip. Doo, doo, doo. Hey Vic, do you think Carissa? Ah, hi Glitter. Hey Vic, do you think Carissa would hop on? That'd be funny. I think she. Oh, yeah, you should. Yeah. Why don't you? Well, sip your tea slowly, but you are sipping. There you go. Tripping was. uh. So, hey, Bub, I was hoping to hang out with Chaos. Ah, cool. Does that happen? Let me send him. Hell, I call him out all the time because he whines that I don't call him out. So let me send him. He's probably getting home from work, right? Usually he's getting home from work. There you go. Were you supposed to meet up, or you were going to Vegas? When were you supposed to meet up? Doesn't hoping have two P's? Ah, that's cool. That'd be cool. I have to go out that way. I have to. I gotta go that way. Maybe I'll get some enough points to hop a plane and go that way. Ah, that's why you're a teacher and I'm not. Okay, keep rubbing it in. Okay, I'm so sorry. That's why they have autocorrect. Should I finish off the crown or should I go for the Knob Creek? Do 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 do. Did you guys, anybody, well, guys and gal, did you catch the Hot Wings challenge? It sucked this year. They picked up the tail end was hotter than usual. Did you guys catch it? Go for the crown? Deal. There you go. I just poured it. Well, next time I'll end with the crown. Bob, if you're here long enough, I'll polish off your knob. Okay. Oh, just to let you know, I was starting with some sour mash whiskey. It doesn't bad. So, and empty the crown. Thank you. I'm glad you entertained. That's why I do it. Believe me, it's not for pleasure, but it proves why my wife wears the pants in the family. She makes it to the end every time. To my wife. What's going on here? Come on, Captain, put some pants on. Oh, damn. It's been one of those days. Glad I get tomorrow off. It's a damn great. It's a correct statement. Ah, Captain Mike Captain.
What's up, buddy?
What's up with you? I haven't talked to you in such a long time.
Well, I come on here a little shirt cocking because I
Yeah,
miss you.
That's how I like it, bad chested.
Oh, yeah. I know. Been a long time since we've been, half naked on a show together.
I know. Got your shells?
I'm shellless tonight.
How you been feeling? How you been doing?
Good. How about yourself?
Good. Better now that I'm talking to you.
Oh,
Cause I haven't seen you. We haven't done this in such a long time.
I know. We used to draw together and everything else. And get drunk
Yeah.
together.
I'm trying to get a Rod, because I'm doing that 24-hour thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do a. I'm gonna try my best to do a 24-hour webathon, whatever. I don't know what you want to call it for
Stream along.
Yeah, streamathon, whatever. I don't know, but I'm going to. Oh yeah, Happy Veterans Day, Cap.
Everybody out there.
I'm going to do it for it's a pediatric brain cancer research. So in January I'm going to do a 24-hour. I don't really plan other than pee breaks to leave this chair for 24 hours and try to raise some money. Right. So
you might have to fly in as your intro. I've seen you fly a couple times.
Yeah, I'll do it. Hey, if it'll bring in the cash, I'll do it.
We all stand there, all posing.
I still got the cape right there. It's right there, that cape. I was sweating it like I always do. God, I sweat.
Right?
I always sweat that.
They're just like vinyl on you, like old school vinyl suits.
I sweat all the time. I'll be in meetings at work, and they'll actually they'll look at me and they'll get up and get paper towels just to dab my head because I'm like I sweat so. And then all of a sudden you put that cape on me, I'm just done.
Right?
Honestly, but I still got it. It's one of my favorite things right over there.
One of my favorite sayings too,
Do you like making love at midnight with a dude in a cape? Yeah. I get that from my wife.
Right? You just got standing there like Superman,
So what are you sipping?
Huh?
What are you sipping?
Me? Nothing right at this moment.
Oh, you gotta sip. I don't care if it's water or
like I told you, I'm a little shirt cocking it right now. Deadpool action going on,
So what have you been up to?
Oh, nothing much.
No?
Hunting. I've hunted a couple things at garage sales, whatnot,
Did you pick up anything good?
A couple things.
You got them next year?
Got this one.
Oh, hold on. I gotta make. How do I make it?
Touch me, make me big.
There you go. Anytime. Nice. I'm gelling.
This one I got for around Halloween.
Oh, nice.
Robin's hanging.
Look at those calves.
See, that couldn't pass for today's comic books,
Yeah, no kidding.
Some little kid hanging, Let's see what else I get.
All right, Cleta, how was Black Panther?
I haven't seen it.
Buffalo B.
All right. That was kind of cute.
Yeah, it is cute.
It's only 6 on the census, so
next time you're on Comigories, it'll probably come up.
Got a little Spider-Man.
Oh, nice.
Some monsters
on the prowl. I have to go hunting. I haven't gone hunting for so long.
I know. See, that's the nice thing. Just go hunting out of the wild. It's a little weird one.
Oh, that's so cool.
then of course I got a couple DC Universe ones.
Ah,
I think somebody sent you one at one time. I can't remember.
yeah. A long time ago, some guy in a sailor hat.
All right. Long time ago.
It was my first one too.
Another one.
Dude, you didn't get a few. You got like at least 4.
Oh, I think I'm up to long box is what, 350?
Dang, really?
So pretty close to that. Yep. Not quite, but pretty close. Got a fear. Gotta get that one, you know.
That is nice. I love that old stuff. I do. I love that old stuff better than the new stuff.
I do too. I seem to be getting more drawn to that, like the Batman with, Robin hanging. You don't see that much anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
And then this one I got for bearded.
Dick Tracy.
Yeah.
Is that Madonna? Is that Madonna?
Yeah.
There you go. That's Madonna, and then that's whatchamacallit? Who did the other guy?
Bubs. Jeez.
Yes, I have. Penicillin is my better life through chemistry.
So that's kind of what I've been hunting around and digging around. Whatnot.
That's cool. Yeah, I have to go. I have to start hunting. I really do. I'm like really behind on the hunting.
Just ordinary places I find them now. It's weird.
Really? Like
Garage sales, pawn shops. Okay.
Pawn shop. Oh, porn shops. You go to porn? No,
pawn.
it's porn.
Yeah, pawn. Yeah.
PAWN, right? Porn.
Right. Sure. Got that accent in there. It's pawn. Pawn shop.
Porn.
I get it at a pawn shop over at the pond, over on the other side of the pond. Right.
Porn. How you say porn?
Phone.
Yeah, so it's porn.
Phone.
Come on. I'm not saying it wrong. I'm saying it right. The porn shop.
Pawn shop.
Say porn.
I'm not hearing you guys, but I know you're speaking. Hold on. Oh, I knew I was going to have audio issues.
I saw you flash on for a second.
Almost had you.
Why do people think I talk wrong?
Oh, must be that accent.
It must be. No, I don't have accent. You got an accent.
You got an accent.
You got an accent. Yeah, how do you say? Bambi was a
deer,
fawn, right? Bambi was a fawn. Fawn, right?
Sure.
Yeah, right. Kevin,
venison,
baby.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. So what's say FAWN?
Fawn.
PAWN.
Pawn.
No, it's porn.
All right, porn.
Pawn shop.
The pawn shop.
Oh God! Hey, I wouldn't say that. No.
Right.
Okay.
It's a pawn shop.
Wow. Okay.
What? I said it right. Fawn.
I said right. Not. If you were to give me a call and say, "Hey, Kev, I'm going to go to a
pawn shop."
Pawn shop.
Where we would end up is not at all where I would envision.
Yeah, you'd be buying blow up dolls and
right. That's where we'd end up. But
John, okay, he's a teacher. He's a teacher, right?
Yeah. I mean, on my better days.
John, FAWN.
Fawn. It's fawn, like lawn.
P
I
A
saw a
W.
fawn. I saw a fawn on my lawn with a pawn.
Shop.
Shop pawn. Yes.
So
You're
how
not
do you-
saying you're a New Englander. You're having trouble with that hard
Right.
R. Porn, like corn.
there's no R in porn in the pawn
In
shop.
porn, there is, but in pawn, there's not. You want porn not to have a hard R. You want pawn. There's a
Pond.
hard R. Porn, like corn.
A pond is where you go swimming. A pawn
No.
shop is where you go like.
Pawn. Yeah.
You
Pawn.
sell your DV, your
You're not even saying the D now. You're not even saying the D in pond. Pond.
It's a pond.
Pond. There's a D.
Oh, you
You're
go
saying
swimming in the
pond.
pond. Let's go.
I
Let's
fish.
go.
I went for the fish in the pond.
Just you jump in the pond. You go swimming. What type of? We have two. We have.
New
what
Englanders drop a ton of letters. You guys got to start looking around that area for letters.
Right.
They're everywhere. They're everywhere.
We have. Okay. So, next door to me is the city of. It's a city. Yeah, it's a city of Fall River, right? Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So they get their water from a reservoir.
Uh-huh.
It's Watuppa Pond.
What? Say that again.
Watuppa.
Watuppa Pond.
Watuppa. It's
Oh,
an Indian. It's an Indian name, right?
Okay.
So they get it from the North Watuppa Pond.
Okay.
Okay. So it's a pond. You go swimming in the pond.
I
I'm
love
sorry,
your
I'm gonna get in your
accent.
chat and get. Did you stop the like sex finder in your chat?
No, hold on.
All right, I'll get there. I'll do it. Wait, it's weird. It's not showing up in the chat. It's only showing up here on Instagram.
You
Or
said that
on,
last time.
There it is. I got him.
You said that last time on
I got him.
at JP's. It doesn't come up with your phone on JP's.
It happens sometimes, but I took care of him. I got you.
But that means I'm somebody.
Hey, I mean, on your better days.
I got that porn.
I got a box here today that I think would interest this guy right here.
Oh, do it up. All right, I'll tickle you. For
I'm not ready for the big screen yet. Okay, I don't know. I just started cutting into it. I don't know what kind of rapping this person did.
Hey, Seawood's on.
Carson, what's up, Carson? Yeah. Oh, I did a huge post on my Instagram last Saturday.
I can't guarantee 80% straight. I can't do that.
That's how my wife describes me.
Oh, you got Peyronie's disease?
80% straight.
As long as you hit the nooks and crannies, don't worry about it.
All right, yeah, here we go.
All right, are we ready?
I mean, we'll see. Yeah, I
Hey,
posted.
wait a minute, before you do that, can you do me a favor?
Sure.
You're gonna move that Wolverine bobblehead pop thing there. You're gonna move that. No, you're gonna move it away.
What?
Just behind you.
You want to see that ugly guy?
There you go,
Yeah,
look at that.
We're good.
Oh wow! How
So-
did you even see it through there?
He
You're gonna
knows
put
that
that
it's there.
higher.
He knows that it
Oh,
lives
okay.
there.
You're gonna put that higher. You're gonna put
Tony
that
lives
higher.
there.
Come on, you're gonna put that here. You put it right over. We are here. There you go. Done.
So Kevin hooked me up, and he sold me some amazing slabs. Has it been almost a year, Kevin, since we sold them?
I think you're right. Yeah, it's been about that amount of time.
And there were 3 more that I needed to kind of complete my set.
Oh wow!
And when I posted them, I was like, I got it. So I went and bought one more.
Look at it.
Nice.
So there were 2 Scotty Young covers for Strange Academy 1. One was like a store exclusive for Scotty Young, and the other was like this variant C or something.
Correct.
But this is the ScottyYoung.com edition. This is the cover he made exclusively for his online site for issue number 1. So this is the first print, first appearance of all the awesome characters in Strange Academy. So yet another. This is the 9th.
Nice.
This is the 9th Strange Academy slab that I own.
Oh, you got me beat.
So
Well,
crazy.
as far as variety like that, yeah.
I love personally for me, the Scotty Young covers mean the most because it's the story that he's writing, he created. So his variants mean a little bit more to me than all the other covers.
I didn't know that.
And like you,
Yeah, Scotty wrote this series.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
He
that.
created all these characters. He's been writing it from the beginning, and now he's writing the new story, Strange Academy Finals.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
these are all his creation.
Approximately 5 months prior in which this was dropped, Scotty pulled Kai and I to the side and spent almost an hour with us talking about this very comic prior in which its release. And to me, that's another reason why it's so much. So like John, the two covers I appreciate the most are the two main covers of the two main individuals that contribute to the story, which are, I appreciate the Ramos covers, and I greatly appreciate the Scotty Young covers.
And I appreciate you.
Hey.
So I'm now just missing the 1 in 25 and the 1 in 50, which are stupid expensive. So eventually I'll get the 1 in 25, 1 in 50 9/8. But like for now, I've got pretty much everything. Cover A is a 9/6 with a signature by Scotty, but the rest are all 9/8, and they're just amazing. Thanks to that guy and Big Will. Big Will sold me a few of the like Walmart editions in CBCS slabs.
I saw that. Yeah.
So I've been stupid about this series. I can't resist a good price for a 9/8, and I just buy them all. So this one's been coming down. I think it's been getting far more reasonable. The online version is in the if you can get it for like $100 or right under, I think you're getting a great deal on a 9/8 slab for this.
I agree.
The other cover that he did is a little more expensive. It's the C cover that Scotty did, and I'm not going to dig them all out now because they're holding up the table that my computer's on. But if you go to my Instagram, you can see all the variants. Because this guy right here, he knew that I was kind of hunting for some of these, and then he posted that he might be selling some, and he was willing to drive from his house about an hour south all the way to me to deliver, and I ended up buying, I think, 3 slabs from you that day.
Why didn't you take pictures and all of that about that?
Well, we had already met. We'd already hung out. So this was just him. He brought his kid down. Kai came down. We just hung out and said hi, and he met the wife. It was fun.
Yeah, it was nothing really.
Sharing is sharing.
It was an excuse to come down and just hang out,
right?
There you go.
You know, caring is sharing. You know that, right?
I don't know.
Absolutely.
What you're talking about. But we went up. We had already hung out at his place. The girls had made tie-dye shirts.
Yeah.
They had done art on shirts, and then we had gone and gotten burgers and went to a LCS near him. It was fun.
Hung out at the beach a little bit.
Right.
Man, yeah, it was. Actually, we did rolled ice cream too, right?
We did a ton that day.
What the hell?
We did
You guys hold hands and roller skate together too, or what?
We made out. We made out a little bit.
It was like Three's Company, right? Three's Company when
like
they're on the beach.
Knock on our door.
I started really. When he said he was bringing down the kids, I'm like, well, we got to make it more than just comics. Let me show you what we do around here. You know,
there
as much as I could, in little time as I could.
It was great. It was fun.
Did you go to Venice Beach and pump some weight? And
No. I would want to bring kids down to Venice. That place that's a party place now, man.
It could be exciting. Yeah, Scotty's a great writer. Lounge. If you haven't read Middle West, is a really great series. You can buy all the trades for that and just read the entire story. Really great. The Me You Love in the Dark. That's a really long title, but it's another series he did. The Me You Love in the Dark. It's a single trade story arc, really cool. But Scotty's been really becoming a phenomenal writer. I know he's known for these variants and this interior art, but he's really just becoming a great writer.
What I actually like is how much he's starting to stretch his legs and flex as far as the dynamics in which that he's presently writing at. And what I mean by that is if you actually look at the title Twig, that is a far cry from anything that he's ever written before. So in my opinion, what it does is it shows, hey, look, not only can I show you the same writing style in which that you're used to, but I can show it in a totally different styling that I've ever written before, which it allows him to not only maintain his present demographic, but it allows him to extend his legs and go off in a different direction that he's never written before. and actually increase a demographic that he's never had before, which is actually, if you think about it, marketing wise, pretty brilliant.
I mean, he still does the great variants, and almost all of his indies have his variant for his books. You know, you'll get like fun covers, but like I think he's gonna, in the end, I think he's gonna be known more as a writer, and it's gonna blow people away at the end of his career when people look back. They'll be like, "Oh, he did those fun covers too," because he'll have written so many things that people like Strange Academy people will remember first.
I didn't realize he wrote that.
Yeah.
And now that they've released it in hardcovers, I really recommend. I know that when they were released in the smaller size, people were dismissing it a little bit. The first trades for Strange Academy were all like trade paper, not trade, smaller than trade paperback size. They were smaller size editions, and so my girls loved them. They were the size of like a novel or whatever.
Right.
And we bought them all, and the girls and I loved them. But now they're releasing them in a hardcover with black and white versions of the issues included. So you can read the books black and white or in color. You get Humberto Ramos' like strict pencils and inks, or you can get them the full digital colorings. Really cool. So now they're starting to finally drop those. So they've done the first 6 issues, then they'll do 2 more sets to finish the original story arc.
Are they done?
They finished, the original 18 issues of Strange Academy are done, and they just relaunched the new series called Strange Academy Finals, and they started at issue number 1, which is like basically the end of that first semester or the first school year.
Oh, okay. So it's like some vacation.
I mean, it's kind of like the big finale of the season, the first season, if you want to think of it that way.
So are they going to do a second?
I think, you know what? I had posted in my Instagram post when I showed what a nut I am for this series. The best comparison I can make to people of our generation collectors is New Mutants. This feels like when Chris Claremont said, I want to go back to the roots of some of this and create a school with a whole new slew of characters, a whole new younger generation of mutants who are coming up in the world of Marvel where X-Men exist, but they're trying to find their way. Being a mutant is different now, right? Being a mutant is, so when Claremont wrote New Mutants, it was a very different landscape than, say, the original X-Men or even the new creation, the new team he had created.
Okay.
So Strange Academy is kind of, it feels a ton like that New Mutants run, where a really talented writer is saying, yeah, Doctor Strange, Brother Voodoo, these characters exist, but we're going to look at the next generation of magic users in the Marvel Universe. We're going to take Asgardians. We're going to take Dormammu. We're going to take some of these great Frost Giant characters, and we're going to look at what is the next generation going to be like now that they've had an entire lifespan in the Marvel Universe. What does Dormammu's son look like? What do the next generation of Frost Giants appear like?
That's my question. How do they play his son, Dormammu?
He's the best character. Doyle Dormammu is a phenomenal character, and the one that I hooked onto and was most people that seem to be most passionate about Doyle, because he's so like, he doesn't want to be in his dad's shadow. He doesn't want to be what his dad was.
Right.
Yet at the same time, he's got so much power that is so beyond what a teenager should have to be dealing with. And everybody views him in the light of a villain, and he's just trying to find his identity with all of that baggage. And he's a fascinating character.
Is he a villain? Because I mean, I don't.
The truth is, he's a kid, and he doesn't know, and he doesn't understand.
I haven't read one
these
issue.
People are still finding their own identities, and unfortunately are labeled by, like he was saying, sometimes even before who they are. You know, these, like John was saying, these are kids, so they've yet to develop who they are. So, like, what people forget also is we lose the majority of our influence under our own children starts to go away at the age of 7, because it's teachers and everything else that pick up. So that's essentially what we're seeing in this book is, if you were to take magic people, which now Marvel's kind of divided in 3 separate sectors, meaning you have mutants, you have symbiotes, and you have magic now. And there are all these different kind of rotating worlds. And what you're seeing now is a developing world in its infancy, like also John was stating, but it's also with the infancy with these children. So you're seeing characters develop sometimes in contrast, almost oxymorons, what you come to expect what their characters of their past, meaning historically their parents, would behave like.
Right.
So you're seeing all new behaviors, and you're expecting things to go one way and they're going another. And the beauty is almost like for me, I try to treat it like I'm a watcher. So I'm trying to be as detached as I can, as involved as I am, if that makes sense.
Well, and I think Scotty wanted to take at the core a lot of villainous characters like the Enchantress or the Frost Giants, and then look at their next generation. Decide, you could easily see 5 years from now, a writer comes along and says, I want to tell a story with Doyle where he tinkers with being a villain. And then 10 years later, somebody else decides, no, I'm going to do his redemption arc where he goes back to his roots. You could see writers over the next few generations really taking this core group of characters through their own evolution. So there's no limit to a lot of this. By the way, the beard looks amazing. Looking forward to the return of the goatee because I voted for goatee. How's it going?
That surprised me. I thought there would be more beard enthusiasts.
I mean, I'm all mustache these days, so what can I say? I'm voted goatee. Good, he left. Thank God we got rid of that guy. The guy
Old Wolf sent me a threatening message and made me get out of bed, and then he leaves.
No, I didn't.
By the way, we've got one vet on this group here.
No shit.
Captain, happy Veterans Day, sir. Thank you for your service, and thank you so much for being a part of this community, man. You're just amazing. Yeah, cheers to
Appreciate
the Captain.
you, Cap.
I just want to say, I don't have the words to say it, but the way Kev and John talk to about their stuff gives me just a hot on. I don't.
You going back to the pawn shop?
The pawn shop. No, it's not even that. It's just the way Kevin gets totally into it, and this and other, and John is gonna be, he's a teacher, and it's in his blood. You can tell, and he's teaching this and that. I just I wet myself because look my penis just hit the camera and burned up.
I think it's the beauty of good stories, right?
Honestly, God,
super excited or pumped about stories. I think Dead Man for you, or I just think we get wrapped up in these characters, and that's I think what the beauty of these stories are. I think it's what I liked about the new team of X-Men. It's what I like about the Strange Academy crew. It's just you feel like you know them and you're just caught up in their lives.
Mm-hmm.
See, he just did it again. Me, I'm like, hey, did you see this book?
I got a book. Here's my Tony. I got this book. I haven't read it yet. I have a few issues back. I can't tell you if it's any good, but I'm gonna go the beep beep thing here now.
Yeah, that's
and I recommend the trade. Get the trade.
Yeah, buy the trade. You don't know,
buy the trade.
Can't go wrong.
I love you guys.
You know what? But in all reality, the beauty about what Old Wolf's reviews always have, what they've always maintained, is something that it's hard for me at times to even show, which is the enthusiasm, the love for what he buys. I mean, you can see it every time he does a picture. He's like, check this out. No, seriously, check this out. You ready? Bam. Right? What I'm saying, just like, see, look at that. The genuine. You can't fake that shit. It would be so disingenuous for anyone to make the attempt to sit there and try to show
It's the same with Rod when he's going through his polls or his new books, and he's talking about
dude.
I'm a little behind, but I love the art on this, or check out what's going on with Daredevil in this book. And it's the same. It's the same with him. Right. I think you got this cover this week, right, Tony? Didn't you grab this amazing?
Yeah, but not that cover.
This was a great issue where Superman's son.
I haven't read it yet, but I'm just glad. Oh, hold on. Before you even talk, I didn't get that cover, and I haven't read it yet because, honestly, I haven't read it yet. But I'm just so glad they got him out of that goddamn Superman suit and put some fucking gave him some extra clothes. Okay,
that's Clark, right? On that, is that
no,
Clark or is
this
that
Clark
John?
without the shirt.
Clark's back there, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, his son John. This is the first time I've actually seen him with a collar. You know what I'm saying? And without a cape.
With
The
a
guy
what?
never. I mean, that suit must stink so bad
Right.
because he's in that suit all the time.
That's hilarious.
It's honest
What
to
book is
God.
that?
It's
Okay.
Superman, son of Kal-El,
Okay.
issue
I think it
17.
ends. I think it ends
I'm
next
so
month,
far
right?
behind on new books. I haven't bought a new comic in almost a year now.
Honest
So
to God.
the concept was that Kal-El, Superman, left Earth to solve a problem on the other side of the universe.
That's Action Comics.
And for about a year and a half, he's been dealing with this other story. And his son, John, was Superman on Earth for about the last 18 issues, taking care of problems here on Earth. The previous issue had Dad return. It was a beautiful father-son moment. And in this one, they're reconnecting after all this time.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So, but I'm just so happy they actually put him in a freaking shirt.
Because John
And
doesn't have an John doesn't have a secret identity. In fact, the very first
the
issue of
problem
this
with
run,
That's
he
the
tries to
problem
go
with
to
the book.
college. He puts on like a blonde wig, and he's gonna I'm gonna pretend to be a college kid and just do the college life. And the first day on campus, something goes down, and he's got to rescue somebody. The blonde wig goes flying off. Everybody sees him rescue, and he's like, "This is stupid. I can't do the thing my dad
I
did.
think that's why I think
I've
that's
got to
the
just
problem.
be me." So he's always Superman. He's never John.
I think that's the problem with this book.
Yeah.
That explains the
Well, is it still is it still where everybody knows Superman was
Yes.
Clark Kent?
Yes.
So they haven't like
So there's
retconned or
no
changed that?
secrets anymore. It's all just
Okay.
kind of out. And John just decided, like, I'm not going to pretend to be. He's like, I don't want a secret life. He's given, and the whole series, he's just not had it. He's just given up. He's just given up on the whole thing.
But I think that's why what I see and what I read, this is not really doing well.
What do you mean?
I think being purchase wise and the
It's
idea.
actually doing really well. If you, especially if you count the digital, like the download costs, like people buying it digitally, it's doing really well.
Cool.
But I think the thing. Bye, Cap.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Is it ongoing or is it just
Tom
a
Taylor?
miniseries?
Tom Taylor posted on his Instagram or Twitter a few times. People have gone at him and said, like, the sales on that book aren't great, and they just want the like comic shop sales. And he's like, but if you look at the digital plus comic shop sales, he's like, I'm in the top like 5 DC books. Like, he's like, I'm happy with where I'm at. I'm in the top 5 DC books. It's all Batman and me. It's like
I'm one of the people that have like just been resisting the digital age.
sure.
Yeah,
I
me
still
too.
like to get physical. Like,
But I think
when
a
I go
younger
for books, I
generation.
just
This is
go
a
for
younger
older,
generation's
yes.
Superman, and the
books.
younger generation reads more digital stuff. So that
Yeah.
book is
Yeah,
doing better.
everything's going that way.
digitally.
There's no
But like people want to crap on him because he has he has Clark Kent's kid as gay,
Yeah.
and they're like they just want to get mad at him for that, and they want to prove that it sucks. And
Oh
he's
yeah,
like,
I heard about that.
and he's like, but the book's
a
doing
while
really
back.
well, and it's not about him being gay. That's just like a side plot.
That's
Like
just
it's
part of
really
it.
about him defining who he is as Superman. Like that's
Right.
the plot of the
Now,
comic.
is it a miniseries or is it ongoing?
It's an ongoing, but I
Ongoing.
think it wraps at some point here soon. It's been 18 issues. I think
Oh,
that,
really?
they're
Yeah,
doing the thing where they wrap and then they
I-
start a new.
I think it becomes Adventures of Superman.
That's the idea. Because Superman proper is going to go back to being the Kal-El book, and
Yeah.
John will have his own book.
I just think I maybe because I'm not the age now that if I'm going back to the father where he had 2 identities, you know, but hey, if having a single identity works, then it works. You know what I'm saying? But I think part of me would have been happier if he had 2 identities, but that makes Superman goddish, and then Clark Kent being, you know, the person who can have the situations, the relationships, and whatever. You know what I'm saying?
But
Maybe,
like,
I don't know.
is it a generational thing? Like Cap,
Hi,
do
Russ.
you feel like do you feel like you prefer a superhero having a fake identity, like they live a separate life, or does it matter if they've got like, because you have people like Frank Castle, he's never really had an identity, right? He's always just been Punisher. I don't need a mask. I'm gonna blow you all up.
Yeah, but there's always been Bruce Wayne, Batman, Deanna Prince, Wonder Woman, Clark Kent.
Right.
See, Batman and Superman are a little bit different on identities. You know, Batman has more of a mask, hides more face. Superman just has a pair of glasses. You know,
yeah.
But they always separated the two so they could have somewhat of a normal life.
But against your point is that's the DC mold. The Marvel mold wasn't that way, right? Clint Barton never hid his identity as Hawkeye. He was just always Hawkeye. Scarlet Witch and Black Widow, Scarlet Witch.
Now he does it. Now he doesn't have a mask.
A lot of these characters at Marvel
had a mask.
But a lot of these characters at Marvel, Doctor Strange, a lot of them never had an identity. It was a DC mold and a gold into early Silver Age mold to have the identity. Whereas Marvel was a Silver into Bronze Age popular company, and their heroes were often different, a Spider-Man being a major exception. But you look at a lot of the X-Men, didn't really have like hidden identities. You know, they were just they lied about being superheroes, but Storm never wore a mask. Like you think that anybody walks down the street and says, I wonder if that amazingly gorgeous black lady with the flowing white locks might be Storm? Like there's no like she's just her. Like she just walks around.
Well, I mean, in part, some of the reasons why the mutation would hide their identity. But there were also the times, you know, there were like Wolverine would hide it. But I mean, there were, like you're saying, that there are exceptions, but overall there wasn't. You know, I mean, to also, I think that was the idea behind Marvel, is to try to break away from that old styling. You know what I mean? Plus, it also gets rather confusing for people to try to maintain a dual identity in that type of old realm. Just ask City Stripper.
Well, and I think some of those personally, I feel like some of those tropes,
John, hold on,
superhero with the identity.
Hold on for a second. Can you hear this? That was him just seeing usurper.
I think some of those tropes of like, oh, I have a secret identity, I can't tell my girlfriend. Some of that stuff is like played out. Like there's not a lot of new territory to cover there.
It was the time.
I think a younger generation is looking for something new, and I think that's why John decided to just throw it all out the window. He's like, I don't need the identity thing.
I think it's the times in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s. Well, maybe not the 70s so much. You hid you had two personalities. You hid what you were, and you showed what people wanted to see. Now, it's 2000. You don't have that hidden. You show yourself, and whether somebody wants to see it or not, this is you.
Right.
So that John. So John wore his tights on his. He was what it was. And he never changed his tights. He is what he is. He never. Oh, so cute. So now you don't change your tights. You are what you are, and that's
so.
What it
originally, I was just asking Captain how he felt about it, because I'm curious what kind of heroes he prefers, like the ones with the dual identities, or the ones without, or what have you.
Do you notice he zipped up his shirt?
Villains.
Serious.
You can throw that out of the window right off.
Right, because Dr. Doom is Dr. Doom, right? He's the ruler of Latveria either way, right?
He's still behind. He's still behind armor.
Right.
He's still behind armor. He takes his ugliness, and he's still behind armor. He still covers up his ugliness.
Big. Don't need to put me on big. You don't see a little shirt cocking going on.
So good.
Just show me your chest, you bastard.
Because I associate more with the villains than I do heroes, I would say. So
I think those are some of the best characters around, right?
Right. the Joker's the Joker. You know,
Right.
he doesn't hide nothing.
Magneto.
You know? Right. But there are some villains that do hide, you know, like a Venom, anti-hero, hero.
Right.
You know,
Right.
still got Eddie Brock underneath Venom. So
I mean, that's what I like about Poison Ivy. She doesn't hide a mask. She's just like, you
Right.
guys are wrong. I'm gonna fix this. Deal with it.
but that's on both sides, DC and Marvel. Both of their
Right.
villains don't hide who they are.
Isn't that
Right.
interesting
Always
that
the
the
heroes.
villains would live a more truthful life, perhaps, than the heroes?
Right.
Well, I think also
That, you know,
their
walking down the
mentality
street
is-
going, "Oh, that's Poison Ivy." I'm like, I'm dashing the
Yeah,
other way.
bolt,
you
run.
know?
Yeah.
It might be
Right.
also because in their mind they're not caring as much for the ones that they would willing
Ooh,
normally
yeah.
protect.
Are
So,
they
I mean-
do they care about their loved ones being in
Right.
danger for what they're doing versus a hero that's like, I need to protect Aunt May by having the secret identity?
So
Interesting.
in part, I think that defines the villainness behind it is the fact that they are trying to be careless, you know,
Or they
about
don't have
others.
anyone to worry about.
Right. I mean, and again, it's just my opinion, but I think that's in part to support the whole idea behind the secret identity is if you have a character that's
I
willing
love
to
it.
abandon an identity for the exact opposite reason why an individual would want to adopt a secret identity.
I love that point.
That
That's a
supports
great
the
idea.
you know, in
Yeah.
my opinion. But like again, kind of going back to what John was saying about new and modern ideas behind next generation villains and maybe especially heroes is, you know, let's talk symbiote. You know, a symbiote can hide itself within the host, but at the same point, the host doesn't have to worry about being a secret identity because in the past, to show his superpower, he would have to actually hide his identity to do so. Whereas
Right.
symbiote, it can actually protect the host without the host at times even knowing it. It can just sit there and just do something, and it might even get past other people that might recognize that. Go, did I just see
Right.
what I saw or not? So, because of the next generation, you might also have an individual that's not necessarily saying that they're abandoning the identity because they're not caring about, but they're also able to hide it a little bit better than others that in the past may not have been able to.
That's interesting.
If that
So
also,
what do you call the Hulk? You know, because he was Bruce Banner. Then later on, you know, he gets Bruce Banner's brain in the Hulk's body. So
Joe Fix-It.
right?
right,
Personalities,
you know,
yeah.
so how do you define that one? Doesn't really go shrinking back down. He
No,
just
because he
stays
doesn't
as
have the control
personality.
over those choices, right? Obviously, somebody like Bruce Wayne or Clark Kent have a choice about what they make, whereas the Hulk has so much of it's out of his control, right?
Right.
And that's where in the past the mutations were able to hide your identity because the old mutants, you know, let's say like Iceman, things like that, when you transformed. So I mean, people are like, where did that thing come from?
Or even Beast, he wasn't blue, right? He just was big. Like he just he was within the realm of normal.
Right.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Now then you the next group you get people like Nightcrawler who like I can't hide without a special device, which Tony Stark at one point gives him a device that allows him to hide. But
Mhm.
Do you think Stan Lee had an issue?
what issue was that?
It seems like all his characters have to be dual person. You know.
I think that was one of the things that he was actually trying to show is individuals that have to sometimes conform what society wants them to be to live within a society that doesn't accept them.
Huh.
And at the same point, you know, to try to maintain an identity of actually who they are within the society will and accept their own identity. So they're always playing this fine balance between the two. How am I supposed to be towards how people perceive me, and how can I still remain genuine without people seeing who the fuck I am?
And certainly working at the beginning within the comic book paradigm that he was given, like not necessarily being able to upset the norm. And then over time, as he gained popularity, gaining the freedom to then create things that pushed the norm. Like we could try this, we could do that. You know, I think Spider-Man was a great example of a character that was way outside of the Bruce Wayne, Clark Kent, Diana Prince paradigm. A guy, a poor kid who didn't have much money, had to like fight for his education, had to fight for he had to fight to pay rent, and then chose in his free time, when he wasn't going to school, when he wasn't getting a job, when he wasn't taking care of his poor sickly little aunt, chose to fight crime.
Well, that's because DC is about gods. And,
truly, in those early days,
and Marvel is about normal people, basically normal people in tights.
Yeah.
And I think that to still play on what John was talking about earlier is, you know, you got the exact opposites playing. So in the idea of the old tropes of DC, you had individuals of great money, great power, trying to, in my opinion, buy some type of, you know, way of saying, look, I can still maintain some type of honesty and civilness in this, that I have a lot of money and all this. And then you have an individual that is trying to just live, and by obligation of great power, great responsibility type mentality, is doing always the right thing, just out of doing the right thing.
Is he wearing a Lakers shirt? What is with that?
Shaq Diesel, baby. Shaq Diesel.
I didn't know you were a Lakers fan.
So I've always been a Shaq fan. I am also a byproduct of, I like LeBron, and so wherever LeBron,
I thought you were going to say the movie Steel, but okay.
I am a fan of John Henry Steele. I probably watch Steele at least once a year, probably more than anyone does.
Wait a minute, hold on.
He's going to go look for a book. You have about 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'm fine. So I like Shaq. Shaq's a great personality. You know, I grew up watching him play at Orlando, so like I was a big fan. So I kind of watched him, and you know, my family lives in LA sometimes, so I kind of got to rock LA for y'all.
My brothers have, and my dad have had like season Laker tickets for years.
So I'm gonna fly out to next time my brother's in LA and be like, I'm gonna hang out with y'all. But I'm just gonna call John's brothers and go to Laker game.
You would absolutely get along better with them.
I mean,
I'm just gonna straight up tell you.
I mean, I've seen the brother weekend live streams.
You know what? It's funny because it's next weekend. Next weekend? The brothers' weekend is happening.
Same place.
I'm so excited.
We're going out to La Quinta, which is basically Palm Desert, where my dad sold his place out there, so we're renting a place for the weekend.
Are you gonna play golf? Are they gonna go play golf and leave you alone?
So here's the thing. I'm the one in charge of the schedule this weekend, and I haven't made any plans. I'm assuming
John,
we'll go see
all right, guys.
We're going to freaking go see Black Panther. That's what I'm going to say. Yeah,
we're going to go to the comic shop at 10 a.m. Now, then 11 o'clock, it's
going to hit your
time for 4 hours.
I'm going to force my dad to see Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
Oh, they're going to hit your guts.
My brothers will be down. We watched, I think, the first Doctor Strange we watched on one of our weekends out together.
Huh.
It was good. It was fun. And one of the Batman, I think it was Dark Knight Rises. We did that one too.
You got to make sure, John. You got to make sure you sit with your father and talk about the books he's read, because that Midnight Library was a great book.
It was a very good. I'm glad you read it. That's a great book.
Oh, you guys read? I've read Midnight Library over in August, so
it's really good.
You would know if you follow me on Goodreads, John.
I mean, I think we've linked up, haven't we?
I think you found your. I think you found your account and logged back in. And then I don't think you ever accepted my friend request.
Oh, let me go back in and figure this out.
I'm just saying.
Do I have to learn my password again?
Probably. But no, I read Midnight Library. I'm on like 20 books out of I started in June. I read, my goal was to read 20 books before December, and I've already hit that. So
nice.
Wow. Yeah, that's nice.
Do comic books count, or are we talking like real full?
That's the cool thing Goodreads is. Goodreads has the trades.
Signs. Come on, give me a vibe.
There he is. Look, I'm gonna accept the friend request.
Goodreads has the trades, so you could, if you want to do trades. I don't think you could do it via floppies, but I was branching into really wanting to read more novels and trying to see what's going on and stuff. But
I've gone into the idea of I have to do books on tape.
Oh, I love that. I was doing that for a long time.
I don't have the time or the attention span to do an actual book anymore.
So the best part about Goodreads is I only have 4 friends, but you're one of them now, Greg.
Yeah, we all know that. 1, 2, 3. They're
Well,
all here.
One of them is my brother, and one of them is my dad. So I don't know how
Those
well
aren't
that
friends. That's family. they have to like you.
So I have 2 friends.
They have to.
I'm gonna friend request John's brother on Goodreads. He'd be like, "Who is this?" And then I'm just gonna slowly become John's brother's best friend.
I hear that.
That's awesome.
He'll be like, "Hey, John, you know that bearded guy? Like, hey, we were talking about
messaging me.
Can you give him my number so we can message?"
Will you join my fantasy football league? Because I'll be like, I'm out, so we need somebody.
I mean, I'll be in if
There you go.
I
There's your
would
invite.
love nothing more than with the no context to just join your brother's fantasy football league, not knowing any of them, and just like, hey, we need an extra person. John, do you want to do it? No, but I know someone who will do it next year. No questions asked.
That was one of the best things to come out of COVID was the fact that I got to stop doing fantasy football.
Really?
So
I'm
good.
dying over here. Today's game, I only got 35 points. Freaking!
I've
That
been
sounds great.
Only got
I've been
4
so
points.
busy, I haven't even checked any of that today.
Pitts, the guys are great. Why doesn't the quarterback suck so bad? Oh my god! Don't get me going. Don't get me going.
Right.
There you go, Greg. Now we're partners. Now you can see what I've read, although I don't remember what I've even posted on here recently. What am I currently reading on here? I'm curious.
Ugh.
Oh, I'm not reading that. What the fuck?
Speaking of reading, I gotta go read new ingredients for another drink. Be right back.
Go. I need somebody who's actually drinking with me.
I got a drink. I'm drinking tequila
What the
right
freak
here,
do you
brother.
think this is? A wolf?
I think you guys just sip it. I've chugged already 2 bottles.
Listen, bro. I was on a stream.
What is
I
that?
then was working on some TikTok and name that character videos with the misses. So like,
And
I've
I
been
forced him to come on here. I sent him like 4 messages.
you did, Tony did, Justin No Good messaged me this link, and like, I don't even think he's in the chat.
He's not. He's killing me.
I don't think he's even in the chat, and he's like, here, go on this show so like Tony will stop bothering me.
Yeah, I'm pathetic.
There you go. Yeah, so I get every once in a while I get fun sipping tequilas from my friends. So this is Coralejo agave tequila. It's got this crazy blue bottle, and it's good sipping tequila. So there you go.
There you go.
I made a margarita with it earlier, and now I'm just sipping the tequila.
Tequila, I guess, because I never drank the good stuff. I always drink I can only afford the shit stuff. It always tastes like old talk to me.
I love how Tony like got quiet. Like, I don't know, am I allowed to cuss on my own channel? Like, he was like,
I no. You know the reason why I get quiet? Because everybody talks, and I actually wave my hand up once in a while. And
but I never. The teacher never calls on you.
I know it's my channel, and I never get called on.
Because your camera always falls over. We're waiting. We want to hear what Russ has to say. We don't care about what you have to say.
Can you like anybody just send me a fucking stand for this freaking camera that keeps, if I hit it moves. Look.
Buy like cameras
They
that
keep
clip
getting a lady boner, and you keep knocking it over.
Old Wolf is sending me messages telling me to at least move around a little bit.
Yeah, please.
So we know if you're frozen, right?
Little wiggle.
I've always been the quiet one in class.
No, I'm not saying you to sue anything. Just like rub your ear or something, grab your earlobe. I don't know something. It looks like you're
frozen there for about 5 minutes.
You're no kidding. Dude. Don't get me wrong. I love your Ron. God.
I love the two cap comics that Russ has behind him there. The first Bucky, and then the first issue of the solo Cap. Those are great books.
Oh yeah, those are.
And then he's got the Frank Miller Cap and Punisher cover. That's a great one too.
Those are just posters. It's not the.
But they're such great covers, man. The artwork is so
some of my favorites.
So Bucky's changed his name.
Raise your hand, please, if you'd like to talk.
Shush! It's not your. It's
like
not your
puppet. Bearded.
It's Russ's
All right,
turn.
Tony, it's your turn. What would you like to say?
I would like to say is, wow, that like Winter Soldier has changed his name
To what?
to like something superior. or
Banana
something.
bread. I don't remember him changing his name, so I don't know. It's not
Yes.
Bucky anymore?
He's not Bucky anymore. He's not Winter Soldier anymore.
I haven't read a story with Bucky in it in a really long time. The last one I read was the one that took place after the Watcher died and Bucky became the Watcher. Like he was in outer space as like this like assassin to like stop people messing with the time stream. He took over for Nick Fury and the Watcher as like the protector of the time stream. And I can't remember who wrote it, but somebody really good was writing it. It was decent.
Yeah, if you're reading that, it's some Cap miniseries. He shot some guy that was part of the guys who took him over.
Okay.
As you can tell, like I'm really like know how to use my words.
You're
here.
passionate about it.
Oh,
Words are tough.
And so he shot the guy, shot Cap in the shoulder, and now he's the superior or something like that.
Interesting. So he's got a new superhero title, is what you're saying.
Yeah, he's changed his name total. He's totally different person now.
I think the last thing I read with him was the Brubaker run.
So good.
Back when he was Cap. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I get that too. I get that. It's over there someplace.
I've got just scattered issues through that run here and there.
If I start selling books, you guys think lesser of me?
If you what?
If you
Sell
sat
book.
on a book?
Sell some books.
Oh.
Why would anybody care if you chose to sell the books?
You do you. Live your life.
It's just getting too many.
Maybe downsize the collection.
Well, maybe instead of quantity, I want quality. Maybe.
So here's the point. Here's where I'm at with that. I decided selling books was frustrating and tiring and a waste of my time. So I've decided that it's easier for me just to give away stuff I don't want. So I've just turned to this place in my life where I just would rather just give crap away and feel better about making space than actually like making mystery boxes or do any. I would just rather just give it away.
No,
so
my PO box is 184.
See,
I can't do the mystery box thing. That's too stressful.
Mystery boxes are exhausting.
I would feel bad if I don't give enough.
No, he's not asking for money when he makes these boxes. He just puts stuff he doesn't want and gives them to people.
Yeah, so next time Greg gets something from me, he's gonna be like, "Well, so this is the crap John didn't want." That's basically
But if somebody's gonna pay me $20, 20, 40, 50, whatever for a mystery box, I want to give them that value.
Again, you're missing the point. John is not selling it. He's just literally giving away stuff that he doesn't want.
Why is this about John? Whoa! Why is this about John when I'm saying
because I'm better than you? Because I'm better than you.
Because he just said he's giving it away, and you said you can't do that because you feel stressed. And I'm like, I'm missing the point of what John is literally saying. He's giving stuff away without taking money back. So there's the stress-free transaction.
So what I've done is I buy trades for cheap from my LCS. I get them for 50%. I got a huge stack, and when I send them off to somebody, like when Super Russ wins on Comic-Gories or whatever, I throw in a bunch of issues that I'm like, I read these, I don't need to keep them. Russ can check them out or throw them away or give them away, whatever. And I'm able to like clear space and give him something fun to read. So there you go. Boom. See, Black Hammer. Done.
Again, I've lost control. But anyways, but look at my bald head over there in the corner. Anyways, hey, Greg, I'm gonna be talking to you with John about something's coming up in the future.
Is that the end of the comment? So now you want me to take over?
I don't know. I just I have to get rid of stuff, and I feel bad if people don't get the value. I'm glad you took a breath, Bearded.
It was tough.
But that's how I am. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure I give value instead of taking value. You know what I'm saying?
Here's what you do. Oh, if you're really stressed about it, send me something.
And you'll send it back to me, you bastard.
Only because I felt bad because I already had it and it was a premium book that you should have not.
I love you. I love you for that. I really do. But still, you sent it back to me.
What am I supposed to do? you sent me an AOK of books that I just got that are decent books in the collection that like I feel I would have felt like a complete tool to be like, hey,
You
I'm
didn't have to
gonna
tell me.
these.
You could just kept them, and that's it. And
You got Bueller in your chat, just so you know.
But what am I supposed to do? Like, I don't need 2 copies of it, and I'd feel bad because those you were like, oh, those are your only copies, and then if I show it off, I have to act like it's your copy. Like,
Yeah.
oh, thanks so much, Tony, for giving me this book. I wish I would have had, but I
The
already
only
had it.
copies I was willing to give you the only copies I had.
And I appreciate that, but I felt bad taking them. It's called I Have a Heart. You didn't send them to Cap over here, okay? Like you sent them to me.
But because you have a heart, you stabbed me through mine.
Wow.
I stabbed
was
you
deep.
by not taking advantage of you. Do you understand how ridiculous you sound, Tony?
Always. I think we all
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
This is the way I am.
Russ, smack Tony around for me, please.
Move.
I like doubles in my collection.
You're not helping.
You got to
me.
get that newsstand and the direct edition.
Exactly.
There you go.
Right. There you go.
Plus you got to get the what is it the Mark Jeweler variant. The only reason I have a Mark Jeweler variant in my entire I've got one in my entire collection because of that guy right there. He was like, "Hey, you don't have a Mark Jeweler variant? They're everywhere out here. They're growing up like weeds. I got them all." He sent me an Uncanny X-Men Claremont book with a Mark Jeweler variant, and it was gorgeous.
Nice.
This guy right there.
I've got one Mark Jeweler.
I honestly have no idea if I have any. I need to go through some of my old books because I haven't looked at them in years. I may have some, but I don't know.
I've scoured my collection, and I'm like, I just what I learned was, and so this was partly thanks to the Jabroni, but I think it may be true to what Cap's experienced as well. Is that the Mark Jeweler variants were sold mostly on bases, right? On the bases for Army bases, Marine whatever.
In the middle of the country. Not
and
on
so
the west.
they wanted those soldiers to buy the rings to marry their sweethearts before they shipped out.
Yeah.
And so the comics with those inserts are often found in regions with a lot more bases, right? So you're gonna find those books in certain proximity, more than likely, to where the soldiers were stationed. So it's possible. I don't know if that's true in your experience, but that was what I've learned.
Yeah, seems more towards like Air Force bases more than like anything else. It just seems like Air Force bases more than anything else has a lot.
Curious. Okay.
Yeah. And it's not on the coast. It's central United States.
Hey,
right.
So Tony, I'll take some ownership. Viewer said what I should have done is just kept your comics you sent me and then sent the ones I already owned to someone else. So Tony, if you can do me a favor, if you can send me your comics to me, I'm then going to send my copy of those books to Bueller so he has some, okay?
All right, Greg, I love you, right?
Yeah.
No, we don't know this.
I want to say something that's totally New England. Get bent. I'm doing
it. I'm doing what Bueller said. You can't deny Bueller.
Too late.
Okay, these to Bueller now.
Too late.
But I can't send mine because he says I have to send yours. I have to send mine, but I have to get yours first. So you have to send me yours back again.
This sounds like Inception to me. I'm lost. When does DiCaprio spin the top?
It's kind of like how Taco Bell used to have different flavored tacos, like the Cool Ranch Dorito shell.
Right.
What if they had a taco because they have taco flavored Doritos? What if they had a taco flavored Dorito shell? It'd be and call it the Inception taco. That was a mismarketing by Inception.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
I wanted to mention Fish Cat in the comments was saying he wants to start giving them away. Fish Cat, what I recommend, what I've been doing, and this is shout out to the boy who had 7, is he wanted to reward those people that actually watched his videos and tuned in each time and left. So he did at the very end of his video, when your viewership has plummeted to like the very end of the video, he would just say, hey, if you use this word in your comment somewhere, I'll know you watched to the end of the video and I'll include you in the giveaway at the end of the month. And so only people that watch to the end would say like, oh, and I love the character Magneto and blah, blah. And it's like, for something you're like, why does 7 people mention the word Magneto in their comments?
Does anybody know what Matt's doing?
it's a fun way to like give those away. He's been doing great. He's been working for his church the last few years. He worked his way up to he was given the opportunity to have a very important role in his church, his congregation.
For 3 years.
And it's like
3 years?
No, it's 7-year, 5-year.
God
like
bless
it's a
him.
significant portion of his time. But it's been apparently real rewarding for him. He's really just value. It's been incredibly time consuming, but also incredibly enriching, as I think people like Greg might admit in their lives as well.
Oh yeah.
Hey, so Tony, Bueller said he won't accept them. So if you can do me a favor, send your comics to me. I will then send mine to Bueller, and because he won't accept them, he'll send mine back to you. And then you can have mine and I'll have yours. And I think that's the best way. But we have to have Bueller in the loop.
Just so he has to ship stuff?
Yeah, well, just because I feel like it misses the AOK aspect.
Oh, hold on.
If we don't include him.
This is another New England thing to Bueller.
I think the middle finger is a universal thing.
No,
everyone else uses.
Not when you know. So I'm not pegging a finger. I'm not pegging a finger. I'm just like cleaning my eye.
I agree, Jackson.
It does seem like a pyramid scheme, but it doesn't. I don't like pyramid scheme. I'd rather an MLM. Okay.
This is more like making old wolf feel good.
Yeah.
I love.
I don't want to be involved in that at all.
Yes, you do. Stop kidding yourself. Yes, you do.
Sounds interesting and very confusing.
Captain, how you doing?
Good. How about you?
What you doing? You're looking around.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
He lost his mind. He's looking for it.
I lost that years ago.
Okay.
Right. I sent it to John. I will.
No. You send it to me. I send my copies to John. John then hands them to Bueller because Bueller doesn't accept anything via mail, but he can get them personally from John.
Apparently, he's coming down here. Hope in the next month.
That'd be awesome.
Wow.
No,
I don't think my bathroom will be done being remodeled then, but he can enjoy the fact that my bed is in the living room right when he opens the front
Two
door.
things. First one's selfish. I was so pissed that he stopped in New York and didn't get to Massachusetts. The goddamn bus.
He's not a masshole.
I'm an asshole.
We know that.
And proud of it, goddamn it.
Always.
And two, how's that bathroom going?
It's not. It's a disaster. But
Tony,
I got a really great TV in my bed living room now. It's really big, and I can lay in bed and watch TV. The problem is if anybody comes to the front door, I gotta like put pants on because they're right. The door's right there.
What's left? What's left to be done in your bathroom?
No, you don't.
Cap's like, I don't even have pants on the stream.
The entire shower needs to be.
No, I'm
ripped
shirt
out.
cocking it. What the hell are you guys doing?
What'd you do? Wait, time out. What'd you say, Cap? What was your phrasing there?
Surf cocking.
Huh?
Okay.
Shirt cocking it. What are you doing?
Wearing clothes like a normal human being.
Oh,
Forky pig in it.
Ooh, that's the yeah. Yep. We call it Donald ducking it in my house. That's
call
the
it
shirt.
Winnie
That's the
Poohing it.
shirt only, and nothing,
Right.
nothing else.
Yeah, it's a Winnie Pooh.
A Winnie the Pooh. There you go. Okay. It all works. It all works. I like
And
how
then you
maybe
have to
we're
say
getting
the word
like different
so it works
regions
even
of the
better.
U.S. I'm near Disneyland, so maybe it's Donald ducking it. It makes more sense.
All right. So, what do you have left to do in your bathroom?
Everything. Hey, we're still talking to contractors. The cost for doing this bathroom is insane.
Yeah,
John,
but
I
can you do any of the work
remodeled my
yourself?
bathroom. I can fly me out and I'll do it.
Yeah. Can you do any of the work yourself?
We can do the demo ourselves for sure.
Okay.
That's definitely on the docket. But like the cost of like labor on putting all the new tile in and redoing the shower and moving, it's a lot. This is boring. This is boring YouTube. Why are we talking about my remodel?
Because I'm concerned.
You're concerned?
Yeah.
I can sell that book and cover most of the cost. Right?
Tony,
Sell that. Right there. That covers the cost of most of the remodel. Right
Tony.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So Travis makes a good point. He drove 2,000 miles. Why couldn't you pony up 100 miles and go visit him? Why did he have to come to you?
No, because he never
yeah.
asked.
Put yourself. Wait, no. Put yourself on the big screen first.
Yeah, make yourself big, Tony. Make yourself big here. Let's figure out, like,
All right. What?
okay.
Because Bueller, you never contacted me.
Oh,
You never asked me to. You never asked me to meet you anywhere. I was glad. No. Where? How would I know where he was? Last time I heard from Bueller, he was stuck on a road someplace, and his bus wasn't driving, and he had
Ohio, and Tony messaged me like
he was waiting for a tow
I
truck.
love it.
I even sent him some money to help him with the fucking tow truck. He never asked me to come see him. Never.
He needs to
Never.
ask you.
Why not?
Go to NYCC. You
Tony,
know he was going to be there.
Tony, was that also when you were messaging me like, "Hey, Bueller broke down an hour and a half from where you live. Can you go hang out with him so he's not alone?"
So it wasn't an hour and a half. It was like more like 5 hours away. But he never asked me to help him.
No, I'm saying he was broke down from where I lived, not you, me.
Yeah.
It was in Ohio. There's nowhere in Ohio that's 5 hours away from me.
All right. What's your point? You're talking about me.
No, I was talking about me. You messaged me.
It's all about you now. Okay, hold on.
Oh my gosh, Tony.
What?
I can't say nothing. Bueller was at Mount Rushmore, and then I saw him on Instagram, got a hold of him, and he was actually in my town, and he had already passed through it. So I was like,
this show has turned into putting Bueller on blast.
I tell you.
Hey,
Oh, there you go.
there you go.
Nice.
No, Bearded Greg, you put Bueller on blast.
No, I was just reading his comments. I'm literally reading what he's writing. I didn't do anything but read what is written in the chat by the man himself.
And Bueller, no worries. We actually have one working bathroom. All good. The girls, you have to share it with a husband, a wife, and their 2 teenage daughters. That's the problem. It's a lot of bathrooms it's a little bathroom for a lot of people. That's all.
Yeah, John's pissing in the pool a lot.
I mean, wherever I can. I don't have a bathroom, but I do have a pot to piss in.
There you go. You got 3 women.
Hey, John, John, Bueller has a pot to piss in too. It's that mug that old Wolf sent him.
Did you send him a mug?
No, I don't have. I just made mugs on my channel. I don't have any more.
So good. It's so good.
I sent him a mug. Van by the river. I thought that was great. I thought it was funny as a fuck. I'm sorry.
I know that's why I said it, because anytime someone mentions Bueller, you mentioned I sent him a mug once.
It's so good.
The missus just said, "Calm yourself." Apparently, I'm too loud.
That's what my daughter's bedrooms are right here, so that's what I usually get from them.
Yeah.
Comic book.
Well, the problem is I'm in the basement. She's 2 floors above. Like
that means you must be really freaking loud, or the
no,
walls.
it just means
that,
I have a duct right
soundproofing
here
on
that
the
goes right
walls.
up to our bedroom.
Yeah, you put a piece of cardboard right over there.
I need
put a poster or hang a picture.
Pillow.
Hey, old Wolf, do me a favor. Can you send me some comic books that I need, and I can put it over the
This is the longest I've seen Bueller be in anybody's chat. And look he's just like spammed this chat.
Yeah,
It's just Bueller. The last like 4 minutes, the last 5.
I sent him
going back.
He hasn't hop on.
In the last 7 minutes, Crystal said one thing, and then it's just Bueller. I love it. I love it. I sent him the link too, but he's busy and he doesn't always have great Wi-Fi when he's traveling, so it can be tricky for him. No pressure.
Especially when he's driving.
Yeah, right.
Right.
If he's like me, I only type when I'm at a stoplight or whatever, and I'll play the video and I'll be driving and listening, and then I'll stop at a stoplight and hit like 6 messages.
All right. So apparently you guys have because I just said who I was on the show with. I was like, I can't calm myself. She goes, okay, that makes sense. Night.
So
wait. Who did you mention? Who did you mention?
That's what I want to know.
I mentioned the top row because I knew she would instantly know the names on the top row.
So I was watching earlier. Greg was on with Gary B. And
Yeah.
I was listening to the show while I was washing dishes and stuff. And Greg would have loved it. Charlie came in to make her taco because I had all those fixings up, whatever. And she's like, she heard his voice and she's like, Greg. And she was like, she ran over to like watch what he was saying. It was just like,
Hey,
yeah, that was
one of the
hilarious.
greatest moments I ever had was
Still my favorite.
Greg running over out of nowhere to give me a hug.
Dude, it was so good seeing you in freaking Terrificon. Are you kidding me?
And then the second thing was, I'm standing in line. You don't have to hang with me so all the time. You okay? No, see you later. Me and my wife walked away.
Well, I was
You
because
don't
I
have to
wanted,
stand so close to me.
Yeah, exactly.
well, I was trying to get some autographs, and I was just like, you don't have to always like. You can go do what you guys need to do.
My favorite part about walking around SDCC was just like whenever I saw somebody that I recognized, acting like I wasn't looking, and then and just like plowing into them as hard as I could, like I was just didn't see where I was going, and just be like, "What the heck, man? Get out of my way!" Just like freaking them out. They're like, "I'm so sorry." Oh wait, I know who the hell that
Dude,
is.
I know who you are.
John, no, the day I show up to LA, I'm gonna find out where you are, and I'm gonna just Jason Momoa you to
This
your
is
Henry
my goal.
Cavill.
Are you gonna drop your clothes? You're gonna strip down to your little.
No, the meme where Henry Cavill's
really
like on the red
want
carpet
you-
and Jason Momoa comes and like it looks like he's
I think you could put. So one of the best cosplays I've ever seen at a con was this guy who went as Mag Speedo. I think you could pull it off. I think you could nail it. It's the Magneto helmet, but with a Speedo, and that's and the cape, and that's it. Mag Speedo. You're never gonna get that image out of your head, but neither can I. So now
that's not nice, man.
Oh my God! Oh jeez!
my goal is my goal is to
Gilbert.
go to MegaCon and just plow into people for like the whole time.
no. That's how you get arrested if you plow people at MegaCon.
No, only if they say if they're not like accepting.
But as long as you have consent.
Right there.
Bueller, Travis, how
Travis.
you doing?
Travis, it's good to see you, sir.
Man, you guys are a bunch of dicks. What's up?
You're right. Tony is. We're all saints.
I'm a massive
Right.
cock. Yes, I am.
You're doing good. Real good.
How's Oregon treating you?
Oregon's not bad, man. It's been nice and sunny the last few days, and kind of relaxing, waiting till Thanksgiving, and after that, I'm going to be heading towards your way. To be honest,
Is your daughter coming up for Thanksgiving?
no, she's doing her own thing. But my son, he broke up with his girlfriend, so he should show up. So that's good.
Oh,
He's gonna expect you to make him Thanksgiving dinner.
Well, he's a vegan, so he doesn't eat nothing but like fake stuff.
There you go.
Well,
Turkey.
If it makes you feel better, all you have to do is message
Yams.
Tony, and he'll just show up to Thanksgiving. As long as you invite him, he'll show up to Thanksgiving.
It's funny you mentioned the time when the bus broke down. That was like 2 months before I get to New York. So what was he doing in that meantime? Like from that point in New York Comic Con was almost 2 months. So he didn't follow me for that whole time. Didn't have any idea where I was at.
I will say this because you broke down in I think like Northern Ohio that one point. He reached out to me and he's like, "Hey, Greg, do you know where this town is?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Bueller's broke down there. Can you do anything to help him?" I'm like, "Well, I'm in Florida right now at the time, so no, I can't." But he
was
had
looking
your
out
back,
for you.
Travis. He was looking out for you.
That was that was
camera.
I was
I
going
understand.
down for a few hours that day. That was just an alternator.
So he was grinding for you. He was like, I know. He's like, I know Beard lives somewhere in Ohio. He can make it happen. And I couldn't.
Yeah, that was a quick fix. My internet great guys, so if I break up, my apologies.
It happens to us all.
Are you guys like all? You know, I'm looking out for Bueller. You know, he was close to you. I say, you know, I talked to you. You know, and like, and then Bueller breaks down someplace else, and I'm like, oh my God, seriously? I'm looking out for this guy.
That's what I just said, Tony. You make it
Van-
seem like I'm dragging you. I'm defending you here,
van
Tony.
living is no joke, man. It's the van owns you.
Yeah, I just got done taking a shit right in my front of the and you're sitting there talking about bathrooms. I'm literally on the top when you're talking about your bathroom. Like, how does Ron know? How does he know?
As long as you're not shitting in my mug.
You know what the ironic thing is that's what Cap is doing right now.
It looks like
right now.
That's what I looked like just a few minutes ago.
Right. Let's open that front door out, let it hang out, and then come back in.
When I take a shit, I can reach everything in my bus. So I can reach the refrigerator, I can reach a coffee maker, I can make myself something to eat while I'm sitting there. I can reach my TV and everything, dude.
That's got to be sanitary.
When you said coffee maker, I thought you said copier at first. I was like, are you making copies while you're on the John? Like, what are you?
I do have a printer. I can make
Why
copies.
not? Hey, Chad is in the chat. What's up, Barbarian Kung Fu?
Woo!
No shitting.
No shitting in the van. No shitting in the van.
Rule number one.
Only
Hey,
when someone
Russ.
else is there. When nobody else is there, there's
Russ.
no rules.
Thank you for moving. Honestly, God, thank you for moving. Are you drinking anything? Is everybody drinking something?
No.
Lava flow.
I'm the designated
I
streamer,
think
I guess.
Bueller's probably drinking coffee. The guy drinks coffee 24/7.
Don't you know my rule? You have to eat, drink anything. I don't care if it's water or booze. You got to drink something. Go
I
get
thought
something
it
to
was
sip
being
on.
shirtless. Oh, when did you change the rules?
I'm getting hammered.
Oh, shirtless.
Don't you dare, Tony. Don't you
Hey,
dare.
Glitter, should I rip it off? Glitter, should I rip it off?
No.
Bueller just got here. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do here?
What, Glitter?
Don't make him regret it that fast.
I love Bueller. You know I do, Bueller. I know I love you, right? But if I'm gonna rip my shirt off, it has nothing to do with him. If he gets embarrassed, he wants to hop off. That's him. That's his problem.
Well, he just put on a shirt just to come on his stream. So
Why?
That's the
All right,
van
thank
life.
you, Glitter. Thank you, Glitter.
All right, Glitter doesn't want me to take my shirt off, so I'm not gonna go.
No, Glitter's not the only one, Tony. None of us want you to take your shirt off. None of us are signing off on that.
So Bueller, I'm curious because the whole traveling by bus, the original plan, I know when you and I had chatted about it, I'm sure you've thought about it. It was like this concept of trying to see a bunch of shops around the states and all. But I think pretty quickly it's felt like, to me at least from the outside, that your feeling was like they're all kind of the same. Like, what else can I see? Is more about the people that you're meeting. Is that transition true? Yeah. Is that how you feel?
It really quickly became all shops kind of looked alike. Yeah, and it was just like, right now comic shops aren't really comic shops. They're more magic cards and games and a little bit of comics on the side. And 9 out of 10 shops look like that,
Right.
And so it's like, I don't even know what that stuff is. So it's just like, it gets really boring after a while. So I don't know. It did change a little bit. I still have footage of a bunch of shops that I have to make, and so I will eventually.
That was something I want to ask, is if you had any form of preconceived ideas prior in which that you departed, and then what those ideas have changed since then to now, and then what your ideas of now since you've been to all these shops, your evaluation of how you feel about your travels.
Put your hand down. We're not calling on you, jackass.
If anything, it's confirmed the fact that this is what I want to do, to be honest. I mean, if I had any hesitation left, as well as it's the right choice, and I did have that hesitation. I just didn't share it. But if anything, it's taught me to be on the road and traveling. Not so much the comic book end of stuff. That's secondary to what I'm doing right now. That just provides me a means to be able to what I want to do. So they're going to comic shops or Comic Cons, with the sponsors and stuff, and they provide me with funds to be able to do this. What I really want to do is I want to travel. I want to go to different parts of the United States. I want to see these amazing places and stuff and meet really cool people. And the comics have kind of taken a step back. Although I still have to do that stuff, it's more of a job for me to be able to do what I want to do. And it's not a bad job. I mean, That's the way I look at it. It's like I enjoy that. That's a hobby. I get paid doing that stuff. But what I really want to do is just go and hang out, just go see these wonderful, the Mount Rushmore and Washington D.C. and all these places that are just amazing, mind blowing stuff. And that's what I want to do. So, if I have to go visit a comic shop or two to be able to do that, it's a good trade off.
That's cool.
And, I don't have any hesitation now. So
speaking of mind blowing and actually touching on people, what has been some of the most mind blowing experiences that you've had since you've actually got to talk to someone that has been looking forward to seeing you?
I met a couple girls in Florida. That went well. That was mind blowing.
Is this a gone wild kind of thing? We can't really talk about.
Bueller Gone Wild episode.
Totally different thing. We can talk about that on a different channel.
I'm just
I'm out of here.
No, that's that pawn shop. That's totally different talk.
I mean, wait, have you seen who showed up in the chat?
Yeah,
Tony has some sex bots in the chat. So it's
but
and then as soon as those showed up, chaos showed up. So it's fitting.
Freaking chaos.
I sent you the mind blowing experiences that you've had with people seeing you. Because I would imagine you've had some people go, man, I've been looking forward to really seeing you.
Well, you kind of broke up there, but I'll see if I can't kind of answer what you're saying. There's been a lot of people I've met who have watched my show from the very beginning. And that is awesome. Like Logan Lump is a perfect example. You guys have probably seen him in chats here and there. He doesn't do YouTube. He's been watching my videos almost from day one, almost since John got really, really obsessed with me. About the same time. And I got a chance to go meet him. Now a doctor. And he said, I used to watch your videos when I was studying to be a doctor, and they helped me get through my tests and helped me relax. And you really helped me get through, get my degree and stuff like that. Him and I went and hung out for the whole day. And it was awesome. I mean, I was more excited than he was, although he was pretty excited. But for me, I was like, here's a guy that found me almost day one, has been watching me ever since. He sent me artwork that he's drawn. I've showed it on the channel before. And, he really enjoyed Sam. He enjoyed, all the other Portland comic crew and everything. And so that was really neat. And I've had a few things like that to where guys have watched me for almost 5 years. Never met them, always talked to them and chatted with them. And that stuff's kind of that really puts you in the moment. That really makes me thankful for everything that I've been able to do over the last few years, and everything, all the people that took in their time to just sit down and watch. So I mean, it's stuff like that, that there's a lot of people
I can't
out
wait
there.
for the day that I can sign one of your vests.
Yeah. What was his name again, Travis? It sounds familiar.
Logan Lumpkins.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. That wasn't who I was thinking. Okay.
No, actually, Bueller, are you still doing the vest with the signings?
Oh, I haven't done that for a long time.
That's been a while, yeah. He was signing balls at one point.
Whoa, what?
Gold?
Like I said, Paul has been obsessed for a long time. He goes to the balls, he goes to the vest, he knows it all.
Well, since this has turned into an interview, Travis, let's ask this. What was it like to finally get to meet Old Wolf in person when you were so close to him?
No shit. He was so close. He was almost there. I broke down. I'm going back to Washington.
Oh, it's so good.
Like so close, you son of a bitch. So close.
And you wouldn't drive 100 miles.
I agree.
100 miles. He wasn't 100 miles. It's like you didn't tell me where he was. He was like,
he didn't tell you where he was. He was at New York Comic Con. We all knew where he was.
Tony, do you follow Instagram? Instagram. You can log on and look at pictures, and if people post what they're doing, you can find out.
When he's posting a picture that says he's at New York Comic Con, guess where he is? New York Comic Con. he's there.
Are we back to this thing, my eyes? Okay,
2 days later,
halfway, maybe like
meet you halfway. He drove all the way. He drove all the way.
And went to freaking...
screw you.
Okay, wait. Let me help out. I got this. So there's the United States. Bueller was right there.
Wow.
And he went all this way. See, he's going. He's still going.
Yodelay.
You got right up there. and you're just like a little further up, and you wouldn't go that
All right,
big.
Travis. I'm
wouldn't
sorry.
go that big.
I failed you, Travis. I'm so sorry.
I don't know if you're familiar with Sesame Street. Grover did a part where he's like, near, far, near, far.
I failed you, Travis. I'm so sorry.
And Travis was far from you, and then he got near to you, and you didn't do anything about it.
Are you doing Grover or
You
Yoda?
just keep going, Grover. That's so awesome.
Near?
This is the best thing I've been a part of in a really long time.
Hey.
All right, hey guys, I hate to do this, but I gotta go. Chris is
Yeah, I
here.
gotta go. I gotta head out.
I know shit.
Chaos
Chris is here.
What?
Oh my god.
Okay, so I just you just got here. Just let
What
you
I
know,
missed though, everyone was laughing when I
okay,
got on.
I screwed over Bueller because I did not travel 4 hours to go see him.
4
where
hours.
I didn't even know where he was.
I mean, 4 hours.
I mean,
when you
that's a
stop
jerk move,
couple
Tony.
times for sandwiches.
I'm an ass. I'm a total ass. I'm sorry,
Yes.
Bueller.
That's
Being
true.
total ass.
I agree
right.
with that part.
He gave me a really
Russ.
cool.
Russ,
So
touch your ear. Just touch your goddamn ear. Will you?
This one or that one?
Take your hand.
Which one?
Take your hand off your hip. You can do that. Touch your ear.
I'll think about
Is
it.
this like a DUI test?
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't move.
Did I touch his ear?
It's freaking me out. That and me schooling Bueller over because I didn't go to New York and to see him. I apologize.
That's the truth.
Because I thought you were gonna make your way over more to closer to Massachusetts.
Why? Why would anyone want to go to Massachusetts?
Fuck do I know?
You guys don't even know how to pronounce pawn.
It's con. Right? Isn't it con?
No,
He was
pawn.
in the-
I'm
he
just
was
saying
in
what
the
you were talking about
hall in the
earlier.
hall of yawn.
The freshwater thing that the frogs live in.
It's a con.
There's a D. There's a fourth letter. It's a
And
D.
Yeah.
maybe in your country, but in my country, it's a pond.
It's a pond. It's a pond.
At least you admit that you're not pronouncing it. A lot of like Massachusetts people are like, I said the D.
I'm telling you, that's how you know. It's a party. When you go to celebrate, you go to a birthday. A birthday what?
Party.
So I'm gonna harass Chaos real quick because are we hanging out this weekend? What's going on? We're meeting up, right?
Okay,
We're doing
that's
something.
okay.
Are you talking to me, John?
Yeah, you and I.
Oh.
We're meeting. We're hanging out, right? We're gonna
Yeah,
we're
we
gonna
are,
get
we
a
are.
beer or get a sandwich or something.
Where?
Yeah. I think lunch on Saturday is gonna work. I was gonna answer, but I was making sure.
All right.
And
Well,
yeah, we can watch Black Panther. Although, first date going to a movie, I don't get to know you. And I've never liked
yeah. I
that.
mean, we could share.
Yeah, go get a
bucket of
grilled
popcorn.
cheese.
Wait, time out.
We already have a
So
pre-established
hold on.
history.
I'm a
You know,
bystander
right
here. I'm a
before dates,
bystander
yeah.
here. So what I'm hearing though is, Chris, are you going towards John
Yeah.
to be somewhere?
I'm in
And
Newport
John, are
Beach.
you
I'm in
making the
Newport
effort-
Beach.
John, are you making the effort then to
Yeah,
coordinate with Chris so that you
exactly.
can go out of your way to meet up with
Yeah.
him?
So yeah, it's
Okay.
great. So I go back to the
Okay.
map here.
Okay.
Chaos was right in here, and he went down to right about there. I'm right here, so I just went up a little bit. I went up.
So you went a little because he went so far out of his way to be near you. You went.
You know
just
how
a
far
little-
Vegas
you
is from
inconvenienced
Newport
yourself a
Beach?
little bit
4
that you could
hours.
meet him. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Newport
So
and
he
Vegas
drove
are
4
4 hours
hours.
away.
And I'll
Bueller,
drive
I'm
about
so
45
sorry,
minutes.
I failed you. I'm so freaking.
You were the chosen one, Tony. You were the chosen one. You had the high ground.
Martha,
You couldn't
Martha.
even slept in the bus, Tony. You could have just taken a nap in the bus.
If I say Martha, doesn't it fix everything? No, it doesn't.
I failed you.
Nope. Neither one's parents.
Next time,
named
brother.
Martha.
I'm so sorry.
My grandma's named Martha.
Well, never
Nobody's
mind.
nobody's freaking named Martha anymore.
I still remember my first mean teacher at preschool was named Martha. I've never forgotten her. And she didn't do anything wrong to me or anything, not traumatic, but I just remember she was the mean one. I've never met a Martha since.
Mean Martha. There you
Yeah, both my grandmothers were born in Portugal. There's no Marthas in Portugal.
go.
There's Martez.
Yeah,
That's more common in this area.
yeah.
Marta's Vineyard.
I don't
I'm
know
sorry.
that that's
It
accurate.
was in the Azores, not in Portugal, and it's still there's no Marthas there.
I think
I was
Bueller's
trying
done
to
with the
sound
show. He's
Bostonian.
already like, what can I do to get out of here?
Sorry,
How do I get-
Bueller. If you want to leave, it's okay.
Actually, I wanted to mention it's kind of nice hanging with all of y'all and because there's a weird kind of tragic anniversary tomorrow. We lost Sam a year ago tomorrow.
fuck yeah.
It's been exactly 1 year for me, at least in 3 hours, 2.5 hours.
Yep.
It's just kind of nice to be hanging with all of you guys, and I'm just real grateful for
Can't believe it's been a full year.
so many awesome people in this community that are pretty amazing, and you never know when somebody's gonna burn out of the time they have with us. And I seeing Bueller, I haven't been on a stream with Bueller in so long, made me think, like, I wonder how long it's been. And I went and checked my Instagram, and it's been exactly a year in 3 hours.
Yep.
Wow.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Well, thanks for recognizing and appreciating that. No, I mean, actually, that it allows us to actually not only take a moment for Sam, but take a moment for all of us to have that same gratitude.
Yeah, exactly. That was what it made me feel about this community, was just the gratitude of getting this time together, for sure.
I mean, the Portland Comic Crew got together this week, and I mean, that's obviously what we're talking about this week together. We all had coffee and just kind of shared stories of Sam and everything, and it's been on our mind for a little while ever since
Of course.
we've been thinking about it the last few weeks and stuff like that, and I go back and I watch videos of him and I all the time, and just every now and then I just like pop in an old BS show and reminisce and tell stories about. I was telling someone who didn't Sam the other day, and I was like telling her about the show that we did called the BS show, and I just kind of told her some of the stupid things. What the hell is that?
It's
and I
so
go,
good.
You just kind of have to watch it, It's just
yeah.
We just had fun, It's just when Sam was, he was my best friend, and we had a routine for about 3 years of every Wednesday we'd meet at the comic shop. We'd go get our comics. We'd go out to lunch. We'd go hang out for the day and do the BS show, and that was our routine every Wednesday. And then we'd hang out during the week and everything, and because Sam, he didn't have a, without you guys, I'll be totally honest, he was really lost. Without the comic community, he really, he didn't get a lot of attention. I don't know how else to put it.
But he gave the attention, I think, because I felt like early on in your chats before I was making videos, he was creating that discussion connection with me. And then it was over on Instagram, and then I started making videos, and he was one of the first people commenting, one of the first people sharing. He was always, I would find my videos on his Facebook group. Yeah. He was like, oh, I shared this with my friends who were Marvel fans, and he was just that guy who was so aware of what everybody was doing in our community, all the niches. Because you might feel like, I'm in this niche. I've got a bunch of great friends here, but there are so many of them, so many niches, so many cliques and groups, and Sam was in all of them.
Yeah.
But he really when he found this community, he really found this place, and that's meant the world to him. He talked about all you guys. Talked to about everybody. He'd always bring up channels to me that he found. Because you just sit there, and that's what he did. That's what he enjoyed. That was, maybe in the Portland area, you just see some guy walking down the street, but in the comic book community, our community, he was important. And he was important to me as well. So I think about him quite often.
I always knew I found a great YouTube channel when I would see him in there and he was blue, because he was a wrench in more channels than I probably subscribe. Like he was the guy that everybody was like, oh yeah, Sam's a wrench in my channel. Like you would jump in this is your first time rolling into some new channel. You're like, oh, this looks like an interesting conversation. And Sam would say, hey John, and he's blue. And I'm like, how the heck? You know, every channel I went to, he was a wrench. He was the moderator number one in across the community.
He was in YouTube years before we were, right?
Oh yeah.
He was
forever.
13 years.
Yeah.
It was like Sam and the Great Legend. That was kind of like how it went. Like those two guys were like the ones that started everything.
Actually, it was Sam. It was Sleepy
Biggie.
Sleepy Reader. Yeah, Damien.
Sleepy Reader.
Well, Damien came around like 2012, right? So I think he's like 8 years in.
He's been over 10
or
years.
10 now. Yeah, I found him when he was 8.
Crazy.
Biggie Shack has been on a long time too. If you guys didn't know that,
yes,
but it was mostly playing Tekken.
It was Melody back in the day. Remember when he was Melody? Yeah. He would be in every chat. It would say Melody, and then he would type Biggie Shack, and then he would type whatever he wanted to say.
Yeah, but Sam was like he would. I mean, I saw like a few of it, like his stuff years ago, and he was, you know, it was raw. You know, it was just him talking, whatever. But that was so cool.
Yeah. Says the guy who just does the same thing.
Precisely.
I mean, that's why we love. That's exactly what Greg and Cap and Kevin were saying about why we love your channel. It's the same idea that it's just you and your enthusiasm for your books, and that's what Sam.
All right.
That's what
I appreciate that, and God don't like you can keep bringing it on. But we're talking about Sam right now.
Okay, sorry. I'll shut up.
Yeah.
Well, but I mean, it is just, you know, I was on Gary B's channel and just thinking about how much, you know, they were asking about my origin story and how much this community of YouTube affected that story. Like, it's just such a cool community, and to see, you know, the impact, the little things like that people don't realize, the things that they say or do in those chats, and what it impacts. And Sam was one of those that was always commenting and was always supporting everybody, and it was I mean, and that's what that Sam was the best of the comic YouTube community.
One of my, you know, I when I first got on and, you know, showed this mug and I started doing things, one of the first cons I went to, I picked it, there was a Spider-Man, and I picked up special for Sam. Yeah. And I didn't know, you know, so it's like, I got to get this for Sam. It was some kind of special variant, whatever. So I picked it up for him. And I remember I sent it to Bueller because I didn't know.
So,
that's the only way I could get it to him. I sent it to Bueller, and then Bueller gave it to Sam.
So one of the best stories about that, and Bueller's already thinking about it. So I wanted to give away this slab, and I'm like, Sam wins it. I'm like so excited to send it to Sam. I wrap it up, I ship it out, and then like a couple days later, I'm going through my books and I see the slab, and I'm like, fuck, what did I wrap? So apparently I had wrapped the wrong book, and I had shipped it to Bueller. And so I had to say, like, hey, okay, so dude, here's what happened. Like, sorry. So Bueller had to take the book that I had and then repackage it and ship it back to me so that I could rewrap the right book and send it back. The chats between Bueller and I know the whole time he was going like, do you smoke weed? Like, is that the how much weed do you smoke?
I mean, if you did, you wouldn't even have sent it.
It was like a legit slab too. It was like Tales of Suspense or Tales to Astonish or something. It was a solid, cool book. So like late silver bronze, whatever Marvel, and it was like, I legit wrapped the wrong book and then sent it out. I've never. It's the only time it ever happened, and Bueller had to deal with all of it.
I remember seeing him one time. He got like a couple books from I think it was Big Will, and they're like the Howdy Doody books or whatever the Western books, like Golden Age stuff. And Tim looks at me, he goes, "What the hell am I going to do with these?" He didn't even take them out of the box. He's like, "If it's not Marvel, I don't want this shit."
He's all, this isn't the Clone Saga. This is worth money.
Yeah.
The perfume episode was funny as hell.
What was that?
The perfume episode when they were on together. The fragrance, the vagina.
Oh, the initial.
The candle. Yeah.
The candle.
That's what it was.
The other day.
Yeah.
What was awesome about that, they had like this kind of somewhat vagina
The screen
behind them.
behind, dude. You can't look at.
Oh, that was later.
Look behind.
Very good.
Inside the Paltrow.
Yep.
Right.
So good.
All right, gang, I gotta bounce off. My kids are gonna be up here real soon, so
Gonna be
Bye,
up.
Greg.
Stay well.
I'll
Yep.
talk to you later.
Take care.
yep. See y'all.
Shit. So it's on the what hold on.
You trying to check how clocks work now?
Yes, I am. So it's on the 11th.
It's kind of like Milo.
Yeah, he passed away 11/11/2021.
All right, so I have to so I'll have to stay on till 3:00.
It's already like past midnight your time. You're good. It is 11/11/2021 on the East Coast. That's how time works.
Yes, I know that, but he was on the West Coast. I know how
I'm
time
not
works, you
even
bastard.
going to be awake in 2 hours. What are you
I
talking
was
about?
about to say 2.5 hours drinking as much as I have. No.
I'm not even going to
I
be
can't
on
believe
this.
it.
I'm not even going to be on the show in 15 minutes. What are you talking about?
Why?
Right, you lasted this long.
Hold on. I already emptied these. Okay.
I've got like 3 sips left in my drink here.
Oh,
And a,
I'm
and
breaking
a wife,
the-
and a wife
It's
laying
time
in
for
bed.
it's time for my fucking robot vacuum to vacuum down here.
My
It's
wife
I'm
is
breaking
laying
my-
in our bed in our living room, and I'm I'm on my way there in just a moment.
Come on, it's early.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to waste that.
You're not working tomorrow, right?
It's late for us on the West Coast.
Right? Oh, yeah.
Oh, shut up.
Well, I started taking a walk and I forgot my wallet. So all I'm gonna do now is take a walk. So
Did you need a wallet?
Why do you
to
need
walk?
why do you need a wallet when you walk unless you're looking for a hula?
You might have to buy some tacos or something. You never know.
I mean,
yeah, I don't just walk. That's like what my wife does in Europe. They take walks. Like who just walks?
where in Newport Beach are you?
I just walked by the pier.
Oh, you're in like Balboa area.
Not the Balboa, the regular pier. But yeah, Balboa area. If I walk far enough, okay.
There's a pier and a regular pier.
I used to work. I taught kayaking lessons down in Balboa Bay.
You taught kayaking. So
I did.
like it was like 5 minutes.
But yeah, it was complicated.
You know what I mean? Like
The flat part of the paddle goes in the water. You hold the stick and you push.
it's a good way to test your marriage. I found kayaking.
Yeah,
Together.
When you have
Yeah, it's a good way to
tandem kayak. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be like, okay, can we make if we can make it through a kayaking trip, we're going to be together
Okay,
forever.
So just let you know, when you're in a boat with 2 kids and a wife, you're the only one pushing the fucking water. Because
No, that's
the kids
better.
The wife is yelling at the kids, and you just push it. The guy is pushing the water all the time.
Yeah,
you're
congrats,
in a-
Greg. That's a record. That you left a show before I did. That's a record, man. Congrats.
Mm-hmm.
Seal the deal,
Thanks,
brother.
Great for rubbing it in.
You say rubbing one off?
Yeah, okay, sure.
What are you saying?
Hey, John, I might go your way tomorrow. We'll see. I'll text you on IG.
Yeah, I
'Cause
don't
I
have
haven't
anything going on tomorrow, so we could easily do lunch tomorrow if you
Yeah,
want.
yeah.
Oh, I forget where I
drive back in and
was.
Drive 4 hours.
No, maybe Saturday. I forgot it was Thursday because we came a day early.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
It all works for me. Only thing I got is tomorrow morning. Saturday morning is a soccer game. That's all I got. And where's that? I can't remember where the game is. Oh, it's right near my house actually, so I'm not going very far. I'm not in your neck of the woods or anything.
So Bueller, on all your travels, what's the biggest comic book store you've been to?
I'd have to say the one in Albuquerque, Age of Comics, I think it's called.
Wow.
They had it's called the Danger Room, and in this room they have like the first. It's probably about $20 of comics in this room, and they got like first Wonder Woman or first appearance of Wonder Woman, first appearance of Batman. I mean, just all these major key books.
It's like a museum.
Yeah, and I don't think that there are any of them for sale. They
Wow.
just have this room, and there's part of a collection. I mean, first Flash, X-Men #1, like 3 copies of Journey in the Mystery of Thor. I mean, just more.
Wait, I got 4 issues of X-Men 1. What do you mean?
Volume 6, Volume 7, Volume 8.
Well,
Facsimile.
you know who doesn't advertise it much, and I gotta tell you, Robbie's shop from Pop Culture Philosophers.
Yeah.
He's a manager of a comic shop. That's a legit comic shop, dude. We're
What
talking
state? Where's he?
Alabama.
Alabama. Yeah, it's like 5,000 square feet, and it is like, I mean, they have a section of Golden Age, they have a section of Silver Age. I don't know why he doesn't advertise it on his channel, because it's probably the best shop I've ever been to.
Wow.
By far.
Interesting.
You know
They
what?
have
This is the best part of the show. Is Tony put himself on mute, and now I think we're just nailing it. We're just really blasting it.
Because I got this freaking robot vacuuming the floor. I didn't know if it was the sound of it was like.
Can't hear
No,
What?
no.
Can't hear you.
It's more the robot in front of the camera that's the issue.
Simon!
Hey!
Yo, Simon.
He's at work.
No, he's driving home.
I'm leaving work.
Last time he was on in the chat was because he had a crap break.
Yeah,
Hey.
did it go well?
A crack
Yeah.
break?
No, with a P on the end.
Crack.
Oh, crap break.
Oh, wow.
That would have been better.
How many has some guy?
Language.
Hey, how many of your channels has some guy crapping while he was like texting you guys?
Are you kidding me? Bueller subscribed to my channel the day I had a guy in a panda costume take a dump in the middle of my show. That's when he was like, "I'm following this guy. He's going places."
All right,
Dude,
yeah.
I got issues.
All right.
I got
All
issues.
right,
Did that
I'm
on
a
your channel?
nobody. I'm still a nobody.
In the middle of reviewing a comic, the guy goes into his bathroom and sits on the toilet and starts grunting.
I literally
Right in the
almost
middle-
did that
in
right.
the middle of reviewing
That is
a
so
book
awesome.
on book
That
club.
is so awesome.
The panda head just rolls into a bathroom and starts grunting.
I promise you, I almost did that right now. I wasn't gonna actually take a dump, but when I
It's entertaining.
turn the camera,
your
when I turn the camera off, is because my wife put my son into the bed, and he was crying, and I go, where can I talk? And I was like, well, I'm gonna pretend taking a dump on
your
Tony's
son-
channel. I literally
your
was
son-
gonna do that, and I decided
go.
not to because we were talking about Sam. So I was like, I'll take a walk then.
Your son is so awesome. He's such a mini you. It's unbelievable.
Well, the smaller one was the one crying, but yeah.
I'm
he's
not
pretty
sure
cool.
Which one?
John, is that
I'm gonna-
Panda guy? Is he still around?
Yeah, but he doesn't wear the helmet anymore. He's free of the guys.
You know, everyone's like afraid to show their face the first like 2 months on YouTube, and then they go, fuck it.
Kavi was that way. I remember when Kavi would just show a logo.
Yeah,
I was that way.
Bubs was that way for a while.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Simon, are you doing 10 and 2?
Sorry?
Are you doing
Hey, do they have crack? Do they actually have
10 and
crack
2.
in Australia?
the way you hold? You know,
2
you're
hands.
You're like 1 and 11.
No, it's midnight and then one hand around the lady.
There you go.
Now, does he drive on the other side of the road, or?
Yeah, man. We're on the other side. You guys are whack over there.
Yeah, you got a thing there on the right. I can see it.
But there's some cars over here that they'll have like imported cars. So there'll be people here with a left-hand drive car, but they'll be driving obviously on our side of the
Oh,
road.
that's even more fucked up than any
Yeah,
of
that's
it.
No
that's
shit.
Right.
You've seen, right? You've seen
that person's just smoking the crack, man.
Oh, look!
How?
Look! He's like up here. He's
Yeah.
driving like he's got handcuffs on.
All right, I'm gonna go to bed because I'm waking up my teenagers. So I'm gonna crash, gang.
Take
Later,
care.
John.
Love you, man.
Wow.
Great seeing all you guys. Have a great night, and Chris, I'll catch you Saturday or something.
Yeah, I'll send you a message.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Bye, Gay.
Take care.
Is there any way to maximize the screen? I can't see jack shit.
Really? Are you at a stoplight?
All you need
yeah,
to do is hear. Just need to hear.
zoomed in and something.
Oh, he's pinching me. Stop pinching me.
So I know I live in the Midwest and I hit a lot of deer every once in a while. Do you hit kangaroo out there, Simon?
No, not where I am. It can happen if you're out more countryside or some certain suburbs. There'll be kangaroos, but not really near me. I'm close to the city, so yeah, there's no kangaroos out here. But if you hit a wombat, that'll mess you up too.
A wombat.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
wombat's like really small, but they're like a rock.
It's like a big rat.
Yeah.
Flying rat.
It's
Look
their
at the
version of
bear.
our raccoons.
Oh, okay.
Look up a wombat. Wombats are cool as. They just sleep all day.
Hey,
That's just like me.
no,
Me
not for
too.
nothing. But what other place can you have people from all over the globe? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah, just
each
Earth.
of us is
That's
like,
I was wondering. I'm like, wait, what?
what?
Yeah, because they don't call them kangaroo. They call them grasshoppers, don't you?
What?
I find Americans have a lot of wrong ideas about Australia. Because I also read one time. I also read one time that Australians hunt domestic cats. I had to show Lee from Whack the article I read it in. He was like, I never heard of that in my life.
I'm just shocked that we see him right side up.
Yeah.
That's what's tripping me out. It's like, wow.
So, hey, what time is it over there? Simon, what time is it over there now?
So it's about 4:40 p.m. on
Nice.
what day is it here?
The next.
Oh, so you're 4 hours ahead of me.
No. On the 11th though.
Oh shit! So you're like big time. You're like 12 hours ahead. No, 12,
18.
12 and 3.
Back to the map, shall we?
15 ahead. You're 15 ahead. You're 15 hours ahead.
Yeah, because you guys went back an hour, right? Did you guys go back an hour?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we do it earlier than you.
No, we did it like a couple months ago.
Oh yeah, you guys do it early. Yeah, Europe does it. It's a different time. Whatever. Europe does the same thing.
Organizing streams is a pain in the ass because there's literally 3 different times of the year. There'll be like regular time, and then we'll hit daylight savings, and then you'll hit daylight savings and throw it off again. It's just, yeah, it's pretty hard to organize shit with you guys.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why it's really important not to care and just do it.
Well, things have got to line up if I want to have, people on my channel. I can't just do it if you're not ready.
I woke up like at 2:30 in the morning and like looked at my phone and Simon was on, and I sat there. I watched your entire stream, and then when it ended,
you went back.
I watched it in the morning later, and then after yours ended, I went right back to sleep. And then when I woke up, I watched it again.
No, at your age, you went and took a pee because your prostate's like freaking huge.
My age.
Yeah, your age.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you know how big my prostate is?
Yeah, because of your age, your prostate.
He obviously checks while you're sleeping.
I am.
He's like that elf at night. He's just.
Simon, can I just say something?
No.
Russ hasn't moved for the past 2 hours.
Russ?
Oh, he just did. Look at his hands. He showed his hands.
You got me out of bed. You sent me threatening messages to get me on the screen.
No, I didn't.
And then
I didn't threaten you. How did I threaten
crack
you?
on me the whole time I'm here.
Hold on.
It's
How did I
almost 1
threaten you?
a.m., man.
How did I threaten you?
You
might
told me
or
to
might
get my
not
ass out
come
of
to your
bed.
house.
He got you out of bed. He actually got so you guys are in the same house.
Yeah.
No. It's almost 1 a.m. here, man.
Yeah, we don't go to bed.
You're lucky I put my clothes on to get on the stream.
You want to hear what I threatened him? Okay, this is how I threatened him. I love you that you're on, but please move once in a while.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
And before that, I said get your ass out of
Wait.
bed.
When you sent me the link, man, I said I'm in bed, and you told me to get my
Yeah,
ass up.
I'm in bed or I'll join in. I said, get your ass out of bed. He says, my internet, it cuts out on me. I said, I love you. And then I said, I love that you're on, but please move once in a while. How is that threatening at all?
I've been moving around, man.
all
You're just not paying attention.
I tell you right now, Tony, with your reading technique, you really need to do voiceovers.
Who, me?
You'd be an awesome voice actor.
Can you hear the vacuum?
It adds. It adds to the whole feel of it.
Because I'm totally a train wreck. Every time I'm on, no matter what, I'm totally a train wreck. Because look, Bueller is actually reading something. Oh my God! Either that he like fell asleep. Bueller!
Wait, he froze.
Look, he's done. He's done. Look at him. He's just blowing me off. Totally
No,
blowing
he
me off.
froze up. That's all.
Can you hear that vacuum?
No.
What? Are you even talking?
Oh, there he is.
What?
I love you, Captain. Bloody vacuum is on. I'll have to try to shut it off.
So, hey, Trav, what's your next destination from where you're at now?
Well, I'm heading towards California. Actually, I'm towards John. After Thanksgiving, I'll be heading towards California, down to San Diego, then across to Arizona. I'm going to spend the winter in Quartzsite, Arizona, and stuff. So I'll be there for a few months. Probably go back between there and New Mexico a little bit. So.
Are you going to do LA Comic Con during that December time over here in LA?
I think so. I'll try to hit what I can. I think I should be able to line it up pretty good. Month of December open for what I want to do. So that's probably the plan. Whatever's going on the nice West Coast. So just want to get to some warmer weather.
Cool, yeah.
It looks like I got a request from from Jackson.
Oh, Jackson, come on. You got to be kidding me.
Yo, Jackson, my PayPal is linked on my YouTube channel. I keep telling you, man, hit that up if you want private pics.
Russ, you make private pics?
We were telling Russ for like ages that selling his feet pictures is the way to get rich.
I'm broke all the time, and Simon and Old Wolf keep trying to get me to paint my toenails and sell feet pics, man.
People love feet. People love feet. Come on. Go get a pedi.
Barbarian, no, I'm not going to go to C2E2 next year because they scheduled it the same weekend as MegaCon. And I'm going to go to MegaCon.
Are you going to MegaCon?
Yeah, I'd rather be in Florida in March than Chicago in March.
Do you realize something? I'm going to MegaCon.
Well, then can we hang out? Or will you?
Are you kidding me? Dude, I'm going to give you such a big kiss right on the goddamn lips.
Yeah, man, that's not going anymore.
Thank God. I'm gonna find you. You're gonna be looking to the left. I'm gonna come on the right. I want to come up and give you like, I'm telling you, I'm gonna do it to you,
assault, brother.
I'm gonna do it to you.
All right, I'll be waiting for it. That sounds good.
Yeah, baby.
Are you really going to MegaCon?
Yeah, I'm going.
Nice.
Where is MegaCon? Is that in Florida?
Florida.
That's Orlando. Yeah.
Anybody want to swing by North Carolina and pick me up? I can contribute nothing for gas. By the way,
Russ needs to get out of that town so bad. Please, someone pick him up.
Come on.
No, what happened?
Going to give feet
travel. Russ, do you have a car? Russ, do you have a car?
No, I can't drive because of my vision, my eyesight.
Can you take a bus, a train? Where did he go? Did he get into an accident?
I think he just dropped his phone.
No. Actually, I'm going to MegaCon. I'm bringing the family down, and we're gonna. It's the first time that I've done a con outside of the local area, so it's gonna be a big deal for me.
Right on.
Cool.
Yeah, I've been to MegaCon the last 3 years. There's a lot of really good people there, and so looking forward to it.
Cool, it's gonna be cool. John is supposed to be going down,
Nice.
and hopefully Rod and Perry because they're there. So
They never show up.
Really?
Perry never shows up, so don't count on seeing Perry. Rod might show up for like an hour on Sunday, and that's all you ever
Just
see.
an hour?
Yeah, but Perry won't show up at all. So
That bastard, I'll go get him.
I've been to Florida 4 times. I've seen Perry for 1 hour.
Really?
Yeah. He doesn't like us really.
That
And Perry's
totally-
a lot fatter in person than he is on tape.
Perry's what?
He's a lot fatter in person.
So am I.
I was like, dude, I go, man, what happened? He's like, shut up. You look like me. Oh yeah.
Dude, I look at you. I look like you too, only 5'6".
Yeah, that sucks, dude. You gotta spread that stuff out. That's how we hide it. We spread it out.
I'm a short bastard with a big belly.
You need a bigger canvas, man.
Yeah, but I'm actually I'm doing. I already got the. I did a Airbnb.
Nice.
Already down there, so I gotta so I can't see spending all that money on a hotel room when I can get something less with a kitchen and whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all set, ready to go. I got the tickets. I got the Airbnb. I just have to get the rent a car, but you can do that anytime.
Yeah. Well, we all hang out at the True Blue Hotel, which is by the center. So
Okay.
every night, play dominoes.
I might get the point. I'll give the wife because I'm going with the family, so I'll give the wife and the kids the car, and I'll have to like crash at your place. What?
Right there next to the bar, right?
Hey, you know what
They
I'm
close
saying?
that too, right?
I remember when I was a kid, we did spring break. We went to Daytona. Oh, Jesus, I was a kid. Legal, but I was a kid. That was so long ago. And look, we had like a shitload of people that we added to the room. You know, the first couple of nights I had a bed, and then like we just added people to the room. Yeah, come on down, whatever. I
40
slept
people later.
Yeah, I slept in the closet.
Oh fuck!
I opened the closet. There was no place to sleep. I was like, oh, this bastard has my space. Where am I going to sleep? I opened the closet. Totally open. I said,
perfect.
I took a fucking pillow. Give me that fucking pillow. And I slept in the closet. It was awesome. It was right next to the bathroom. I just closed the door. It was awesome. That's the days when you don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Rolled yourself up like a canine right in the little corner.
Yeah, no shit. What the hell? You're just about drinking age. You're going down to Daytona. You're having a great time. Who cares? You pay for a room, like between 5 people, whatever. All of a sudden, there's like 10 people in there. And you're looking around like, what the hell am I going to sleep? Nobody ever thinks of the closet because nobody puts it. Nothing's in the closet. You don't put anything in the closet.
Nobody wants
And
to.
it's like shit. This is like a lot of room in here. I was like, what the hell? I took give me that fucking pillow, and I off the bed, and I just like put my pillow down, went in there, closed the door. I had my own private room.
Mattress in half. Throw it in there.
Later on, people are like, "Where's Tony? Where's Tony? Where's Tony?" And I'm like, just snoring away. They open the door. Oh, there he is. It was perfect.
So, Cap, I got a question for you.
Sure.
So I drove to Sturgis because it said on my list that there was a comic shop there, and I get there and it's a State Farm Insurance agency.
Yeah.
So there's no comic shop in Sturgis, was there?
Well, actually, there it is, but it's attached to a gun shop.
Oh,
Yeah. So
I
if you
gotta
drove
hear
down Main Street and you saw this big gun, they
Yeah.
really have just a wall. And it's like a guy that's like, he's like 26, 27. And he got a whole bunch of comic books at a garage sale before I did. And
Yeah.
then he's like, well, I'm going to open up a comic book store. And this is what I'm going to do. I just got a wall. And I'm like, that's all you got is a wall? He goes, yeah, I got these 300 comic books. And I'm like, well, that's cute. I have 7,000, but sure, I can help you out. So I've been kind of helping him out a little bit. And his t-shirts actually say Sturgis Comics Year One, like Batman Year One. So it's kind of like his thing. So next year he'll have Year Two, So I'm kind of helping him out a little bit. And his aunt and uncle actually own the gun shop. So they're going to be moving, and then he's going to be branching out and selling more comics and pops. And
Yeah, I
kinda
drove around.
like you
I
said.
drove around that parking lot like 5 times. Like, what the fuck is going on?
It's
nothing.
yeah, because it was like 3 of them together, 3 buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the end gun shop, and it's right there inside the gun shop.
Well, I
That's
crossed it off.
awesome. You give your kid a couple bucks to go in and get a
I'll take
comic
it
and
next
comes
time.
out with a 45.
But the funny part is in Rapid City, which you kind of drove right by it, by Mount Rushmore, there's 2 comic book stores. And
Yeah.
they're right next door to each other. One's been there
No,
for like
I went there. I went to those.
Did you? Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause I
Story
went to
Time and then Heroes and Villains.
Yeah, I went to one, and they're like, I go, hey, is there another comic shop around? He goes, yeah, next. And I go, is that?
Oh, he's cutting out.
Yeah, he is.
Look at him. He's so handsome.
Freeze frame. Do, 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 do,
Oh, that's a
do,
great.
do, 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 do.
Did you ever see?
But that is true because one's just only been there for like 5 years, and then the other one's been there for years. But it's just comic book store and a Magic, and the other one's a comic book store with like pops and video games, and
What
they're trying to branch out.
I want to ask Travis was, oh, he's back. How you doing?
Right, man. Internet's shoddy.
Yeah, no kidding. But when you went to all these places and you said there were comic books, but there was also cards or whatever. Did they have, when you went to these places? Did they have tables where they have played? All the cards?
Oh yeah. There's this one place in Florida. It's 9,000 square feet. 8,000 of it is tables set up, and like they have one wall of comic books, no back issues, and the rest is all games.
Oh, I hate
And it's
that.
all like Magic the Gathering, and I mean, it's all it was. I was like, what? The place is called like Giant Comics or something like that. I walk in there, I'm like, what are all the tables? He's like, oh, that's where all the games that we do and stuff.
Yeah, so comics are an extra, is a thought. It's not the actual.
Yeah,
I hate that.
Yeah, the comics are, they get a smaller and smaller percentage every year, I think, of the actual floor space in a shop. And I mean, I don't blame the shops because they have to go where the money is.
Yeah.
If the comics were selling more, then the comics would have more presence. But you got to go with what sells more and what brings the money in. And if that's what it is, I don't blame them at all.
How many shops have you been to so far? Like since you started your trip?
I think last time I counted was around 350.
Oh wow.
300.
Yeah.
But how long? When did you start?
I started in February.
Oh, Jesus Christ, it's insane.
I mean, there'd be days where I'd hit like 5 or 6 in a day. Just like okay, I'm hitting shops, and then there'd be like a week where I'm like, okay, I'm not going to a shop. I'm just going to go camp for a little bit.
Yeah, you want to break from it sometimes.
But most of the times, you get to an area and all the shops are pretty close together. You'll get to a city and there's 10 shops within the city. Albuquerque has like 8 shops within 10 miles of each other, so you can hit them all in like one afternoon. So
yeah, in the city here in Melbourne, when I first started collecting a few years back, I think there were 5 stores just in the city. So I'd go there and visit every single shop. And now I think there's only 2 left now.
Yeah, I know the owners of those. I've met
Which ones?
the one guy who's been there for like 40 years.
Alternate Worlds.
Yes, him and I sat down and we met each other in Portland. He was here for Comics Pro right back before the COVID hit, and I talked for quite a bit about his shop and stuff. Really nice guy. And he was telling me then there's only like 2 shops or something like that, and he had the oldest one, like over 40 years and stuff like that. So really nice dude.
Here in LA, you'd spend forever because we got a lot.
Yeah. So I mean, you probably hit like 50 shops, just in that area and stuff pretty quick. And you can do that over a weekend. That doesn't
There's
take
over
too long.
50 shops in a 23.4 mile radius of me, and I'm 3.5 miles from the beach.
Me, I have to travel 3 towns over to get mine.
Like Montana only had like 3 shops, so Montana was really easy to cover.
Kind of like South Dakota had like maybe 3.
Yeah, 3 or 4 shops, really easy. So I think you get to the other stuff like all over the place. So
Yeah, so Mark in the comments is saying there are only about 15 comic shops in all of Australia. So I was speaking to one of the shop owners in one of the shops here, and they were saying obviously prices over here are crazy because we've got to pay shipping and all that. And they were saying that one of the reps from Diamond, I think, was saying basically there's one store in America, and I'm guessing it's Midtown, orders more than the entire of Australia put together. And they're like, so he was just like, we don't give a shit about what you guys want or when you guys have a problem. So.
Definitely DCBS.
2 shops near me, and both of them are scam artists.
Where's that at?
Here in North Carolina.
Okay.
I wish where I lived there was more, but I only have one, and I have to travel 3. I have to go on my lunch break and go there. So there's one on Wednesday. I don't have lunch. I go there, pick up my books, and come back.
If I ever get to move, I'm going to base my decision on what town has the best comic shops.
There you go.
Well, you can go to Beulah for advice for that, then.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been there.
Where I work tomorrow, I'm 1 mile away from Golden Apple, which is 3 blocks away also from Mega City 1. Nice. And then that's only 3 miles away from Collector's Paradise, which there's actually 3 of those within 5 miles of one another.
So where are you working tomorrow?
CBS, Television City. So that puts me in some pretty cool proximities to some places I've been trying to get some.
Bye, Bueller.
Bye.
Some variants. I've not been able to pick up some things lately. So
what are you doing tomorrow? What show?
Bill Maher. We just found out. Hopefully, no one knows about this. Drew Carey just came down with COVID the other day, so we're going to leave Bill Maher set up for another week until Drew Carey recovers.
So who's going to do the Price is Right?
He's going to be down for 10 days. He'll be back.
So, okay, I assume that Price is Right is taped.
We usually set up Sunday. We'll do 3 shows, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, respectively. So that's 9 shows. We'll go ahead and can. And then we'll rip that down that night. We'll set up Thursday morning for Bill Maher, walk away, and then I come in and do the show Friday, and I rip it down, and we do it all over again.
And it's all the same stage.
Stage 33, Carol Burnett, or Jack Benny, whatever you want to call it. Actually, it's called the Bob Barker stage now. Same stage though, stage 33.
So all those shows are on the same stage.
Yeah, it's what they refer to as a turnaround. Yeah, we just keep rotating the shit out.
Sure.
Yeah.
I didn't realize Price is Right was still around.
We're on season 56.
Wow. I know I used to
Five,
watch the
something like that.
show years ago with my grandmother when I was growing up. She would love to watch. I'd always watch with her.
I
I
started
don't
on
think
that
I've
stuff
ever seen Bob
33
Barker
years ago.
when he didn't have gray hair.
Yeah, yeah, I know what he did.
Yeah.
I remember. I don't remember what his name was, but I remember the guy before Bob Barker.
There was a guy before him?
Oh yeah,
Not too long, but yeah. Yeah. Once they found Bob, they locked him down, though. But yeah.
yeah. That's how old. Yeah, I remember that guy. I don't remember what his name was, but I remember there was a guy before Bob Barker, and then Bob Barker came on, and then well, I don't watch it anymore. So, but the thing is, Drew Carey's been doing it for years. He's been doing
I
it.
didn't even know. 'Cause,
Yeah, like 2008, I think.
oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's been doing it for a while.
I know my grandmother, she passed away back in 2006. That's when I quit watching.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My grandparents came from the old country, from the Azores, and in Portugal, and they would watch. I remember they watch Price is Right every day, and they would call the people coming down. I mean, it's different now because they don't come down the aisle because of COVID, whatever. But they used to call, the people who come down the aisle. They were jumping around. They would in Portuguese they would call them the goats because
Oh,
when a goat is happy, it jumps up and down,
right.
and they were all coming when they coming through the aisle and coming down, and like they'd be jumping around and stuff. It reminded them of goats.
Hey, Barbarian. I used to work with Louis on Family Feud when he took over back in late 90s. So yeah, he's pretty funny.
Yeah.
And that's who it is. Yeah, Bill Colton. You're right. That's who that Price is Right guy, Bill Colton.
Yeah.
Hey, Bueller, what's the friendliest comic book shop you think you've been in?
I don't know. The friendliest. I there was a place in like West Virginia. They had I didn't even make it in the shop, and they were outside in front of the shop welcoming me coming because they saw my bus, and apparently they watched the show, and they're like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" It's like in this little back town in West Virginia. I'm like, "What do you mean? This is the whole goal." He's like, "We would never thought you'd come to our shop or whatnot," and it was just like a house, and they had a TARDIS in front on the porch that kind of led into the shop, and it was literally just like a house converted into a comic shop with the bottom floor, and upstairs they had like bedrooms, and like they had like 6 cats that were in the shop and stuff. But they took their picture with the bus and everything, but they were really surprised to see me. And I was like, I don't know. There's only 2 shops in that town. There's one in the mall. I was sitting there waiting in the mall. It never opened. And so I said, well, there's another one in town. So I drove a few miles away to that one. And I said, looked like a house on a street corner, and talked to them for about an hour. So that was really cool. And I went back to the other one in the mall, and they had opened by then. So, but yeah, that was pretty cool. But it's always nice when you get to a place that they've watched the show and they know that what you're doing and stuff, and kind of invite you in and show you around and everything. So that was really nice. There's some really nice hospitality in West Virginia. I mean,
Bueller, honestly, I'm goofing like you didn't come to see me.
Every time I ask,
but actually, for you to take the bus and go to some place that was a house, whatever, that's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're the man on the bus, and you're going across country, and you find this one little hole in the wall comic store. That's a big deal.
yeah.
I mean, even though you blew me off, that's okay. That's all right. No, it's okay.
Well, there was a little small shop, I think in right outside of I thought it was in South Dakota, It was just a really small shop. I mean, just like maybe like 100 feet. It's 100 square feet. That was it.
Oh, that's it.
And then I went in there, and the guy's
My
like,
bedroom.
yeah, it was really weird. It was just like I didn't know it was there, and I just kind of walked up and walked in. They didn't have hardly anything, but just some random shop in this small town had less than like 500 people living in. And I was like, well, it's on.
Poor guy.
Yeah, no kidding. That's when you go into someplace that small, and Bueller. I mean, we all know Bueller because he hops on these channels or whatever, and we talk to him. But if you go to someplace that's that small, that's a big deal that Bueller came to your place and out of the blue or whatever. That is a big deal. Bueller. I mean, we all love you, and it's an honor that you're on my channel, and I say that every time. But for you to take your bus, the Bueller bus, and go to some place, the hole in the wall type of thing, that's a big deal. That's a big deal for them. For us, it's no big deal because it's just Travis. But anyways, for you to go to that little hole in the wall, that's a big deal for them.
Well, I don't say anything when I go in those shops. I don't like say,
No.
hey, I just kind of walk in and
I would have.
Yeah, no, because they know you. They know you, and he's like, shit, Bueller's here, and that's a big deal that you're taking that bus, that van, that bus, whatever, and you go from location to location. It's awesome that you're doing that, and we all follow you, and we all watch you, like thing, but for a little guy who has just has a hole in the wall comic book store, that's a big deal for them, and that's an awesome thing you're doing for them.
Right.
And I'm not just though I'm just kissing your ass, but but to be honest with you, that's a big deal for them because
they're on the list. So
yeah,
you're like one of the godfathers of comic books.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like that. It's like we gotta pay our respects.
Yeah, no, actually, I don't know if I'm actually. I know I'm kidding around a lot, but
no.
I don't know if I'm expressing, what it is to them. You're Bueller, comics and Bueller. You got the freaking van. You sold your house, and you're doing the whole thing, and you're going around cross country, and all of a sudden you end up in a little freaking 100 square foot type of thing. It's a pretty good thing for them. It is. I mean, that's just me and talking because I killed 2 bottles and I'm working on a third. But it is.
So it's all of us. I mean, all of us on this panel without you, Bueller, giving us that insight and doing what you do, none of us would even have a channel or even be on with you.
I hey Bueller, I know I love you and I send you a mug, but and I'm gonna push that fucking mug. But anyway, when I was collecting. And I'm gonna spew because it's my fucking channel. I saw comments, so like you get on YouTube, it's like who does comics too, and okay, it was Comic Tom, and from Comic Tom it was you, and because it was Bueller talking to Comic Tom. And so I hooked into you, and then you were talking, and you were in your house, and you were just talking doing about comics and everything. You didn't make a big deal out of it. You were just talking about comics, and then Sam was with you, and you were just talking about comics. You're the main you're the one of the main reasons where I'm on for 2 hours and 44 minutes. And
alcohol is why you've been on.
I've always been an alcoholic.
You're welcome, everybody. You're welcome.
No, honest to God. To be honest, okay, I'm an alcoholic, but I'm honest. I'm an honest alcoholic. But it was Comic Tom and then you. you know, and it's an honor that you're on my channel in your van, and I'm able to go Instagram and say, "Hey, hop on. Here's my thing." It's an honor because you're one of the reasons why I've been doing this. I do the train wreck, which is totally a fucking goof, and I do, drinking, sipping, is because of you, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate that you're on. Honest to God.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, and honestly, it goes both ways because you guys, the people who watch, have given me the opportunity to do what I do. I mean, you mentioned that it's for that small comic shop. It's a. You said it's an honor for me to go to that comic shop. It's an honor for me to be able to do that. I get the opportunity to do something that nobody else is doing. I tried to explain to someone what my job was to someone who doesn't collect comics, and they're like, "What do you do for a living?" And I'm like, I have literally probably one of the most unique jobs in the world, and I couldn't tell you anyone else that gets to do what I get to do, and I'm very fortunate because of that. And it's awesome. So I mean, I don't take it for granted. You say stuff like that, I want to say it's the same thing to you. It's because of the people who watch, who made my channel, popular or whatever you want to call it, or people take notice, changed my life and gave me the opportunity to do this. That's a big deal. I don't take that for granted one bit. So you guys know, it's just
Good because of you. I'm looking at you, and I don't know if you guys have the same screen that I do, because I'm in the upper left, you're in the lower left, and Captain and whatever. But you laugh, but because of you, I have Captain and Super Russ and Simple Simon and Kevin on here. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have these guys on here.
What are you saying? We're not your friends? What are you saying?
Yeah, you're not my friends. You guys are leftovers.
Yeah.
Because
But
of
what I'm
you,
saying-
Old Wolf,
like a
Red,
fifth degree
because
thing.
of you, Old Wolf, it's the only reason I had a chance to hang out with Beulah all
Yeah,
those
but
years ago when
that's
I
what I'm
was off my
saying.
face.
That's what I'm saying. If it wasn't, Comic Tom started it, and I'm gonna give him props. But because then I saw Bueller with Simon. I mean Bueller with fuck. I just said his name. But
Tom.
anyway, Tom. Okay, so I saw Bueller with Tom, and then I went. But if it wasn't for Bueller, Tom and Bueller, I wouldn't have this channel that I'm on for almost 3 hours, and I have you guys on. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I just want to say that I appreciate it.
Well, you might. Like,
And
I
that's
started.
why that's the kind of reason why I send you the goddamn mug. Because I appreciate it. And then you were going on the van by the river, so I sent you the fucking van by the river. But because I totally appreciate you, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have this family on the side of you.
it's just it's a ripple effect is what it is. It's like throwing a pebble in a pond, and then all of a sudden those ripples get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and they kind of do their own thing. And it's funny because me and Reggie kind of had this conversation in New York, and because we were talking about the whole influencer thing, because that was kind of a big deal on people's minds and stuff like that. And I told Reggie, I said, you know what, I just kind of look at myself as a doorman. And he goes, what do you mean? I just hold the door open to make it easy for people to come in and enjoy the community. They can find whatever they want. I go, that's what he goes. Well, I don't consider myself a doorman. I go, I get it, I go, but that's the kind of the way I looked at it. I go, I'm just a doorman. I'm holding the door open. You guys can come in, find whatever you want, go wherever you want, and build a community. But somebody has to be there to say, hey, this is fun. You should jump in here. And so I kind of looked at it like that. I just was one of the first people to kind of make it so it's inviting. Come and enjoy. John jumped on John's Comics with Kids. His first video was a contest entry into one of my contests for my channel. And look at him, and so it's just like, and then he's found all this community and friends and
Yeah.
all this stuff. So I mean, it's a ripple effect. But as long as you do the same thing, you get on here and you make a channel and you make it look fun, and then people are enjoying their time and stuff like that, and make it easy for people to want to join and jump in. And I think that's what's really important. Just take the step and do it. And
But you gotta realize, Bueller, if it wasn't for you, Simon, show your shirt.
What is that? What? What
You
is
know
that?
is?
Old wolf.
It's a young wolf.
Young
Oh,
wolf.
Young Wolf.
Well,
If it
actually, I
wasn't for
think
you,
it's Perry,
my-
but
my-
nobody
my-
will tell me the
my
difference. I
stupid
think it's
face when I
Perry.
was 21 years old wouldn't be on in Australia.
That's Perry. You don't have to lie to me.
That's me. You son of a bitch.
Barry says, Bueller, out of curiosity, did the Chewbacca coffee mug make the cut? It's not on the bus. It's actually at my daughter's house because her dog is called Chewie after Chewbacca, so she has the Chewbacca mug.
Hmm.
Oh, cool.
She's actually got quite a bit of my stuff over her house.
Glitter, you actually want an old wolf mug? I'll make one for you. Do you want an old wolf or a young wolf?
Hey, wait, this is exclusive, right? No more of these are getting made. I want the only one in the world, all right?
Honestly, God, look at how handsome I was.
Every day I wear this at work, people like they ask me who's that? I'm like, Old Wolf. They're like, who?
Oh,
You don't know Old Wolf?
Honestly, God, Bueller, that wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for you.
oh, you're welcome, Simple Simon. You gotta
Are you kidding me? When I first started, you ever see my I was scared shit. I had a little freaking stand. I put the comic books out. I was scared shitless. I was like, hey, I mean, I saw everybody doing their job, doing their thing. I said, I can do that too. But I did it like away from my face. And I was like, doing. Russ, you sent me your feet.
You asked for him in the chat like an hour ago.
Oh my God.
So I sent you a pic. The first one's free.
Yeah, you have to go get your feet done. You have to go get your feet done. Because those are the nastiest looking fucking feet I've ever seen.
Yeah, Russell's got that weird toe. It's like,
Doesn't he? He
like-
does.
Wait.
it's like his feet.
How
His
do
feet
you
look
know,
like
Simon?
hands. Huh?
Are these things like circulating?
Yeah, Russ sent one to
Okay.
me like.
So,
weeks ago.
okay. All right. All right. Let's get some background on this. All right. So I get my feet. I get my I do petties. I go with my wife. It's kind of a wife husband thing. We do have a good time, whatever. I get petties done. So we said, Russ, you want to get stuff. You want to do petties. People love petties. Exactly. And he's like, I don't know. It's like, just get go get your petties done. And he sends me this nasty ass feet. This picture is like nasty ass. You go get petties done.
It's
I'm
not as
telling
bad
you,
as
go
what
clean up your feet nice.
It's not as bad as what Sarah did to me and tell everyone that I love feet. So
No,
I've got
you love feet.
I got about 10 photos of different community members' feet on my phone. I don't appreciate
You got
it.
mine. You actually got mine.
She said,
That's
everyone,
awesome.
Simon loves feet, send him your feet. And then about 10 photos from different people came into my phone. It was a nightmare.
Actually, tomorrow at 6:00, I have another petty. What color should I do?
Hey, you should live stream your petty's a weird
There you
word.
go.
You should live stream your pedicure.
I'm not gonna live stream my petty.
Foot cam. Why did you do it? Money will come.
You actually have to hold my phone this long. Actually, my hands are gonna get tired.
Get a tripod and just.
I'm gonna bring a whole freaking setup.
The donations will start coming through.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. What color should I do my petty?
I do 1 foot black and 1 foot red in honor of me.
Okay.
I love it.
You want me to do it? I'll do it, and I'll send you the picture. Yeah.
Then I want you to go get a tattoo and put a truck right next to your toe, and that way it could be a tow truck.
Yeah, that's not happening. I'm not there yet.
Come on.
Yeah. Russ, you need some help with those fucking digits.
I didn't think they were that bad, man. Damn. I'm getting
Hey man,
roasted.
I'm telling you, like there's something for everyone. So for us,
Okay.
they're unique feet. So
Yeah.
I know I got a weird toe, but man,
You need to go and get a petty. They'll do the whole. They do the whole foot. They do the calf, and they take care of it, and they clean it up. God, you need cleaning. And yeah, if you can see what I can
Have
see.
you-
Hold on,
have you
can
done
I
that?
share a screen? Oh, can I share a screen? Hold on.
It looked
Here we
like
go.
you just did a
Hey,
little
people gotta pay
toe
money for that,
flossing
man.
there.
Can I share a
People
screen?
don't-
How do I
people
share a
don't
I,
donate
screen?
money.
I don't care.
No, they're gonna donate money for us before you to share that screen, mate. Oh, that's what I reckon. Who needs the money? That's why we're doing this.
How do I share a screen?
Hey,
on
have
the-
you done that thing, Old Wolf? You know, I was talking about in Thailand. They do that thing where you put your feet in the fish
the
tank and the
fish?
little fish come and eat your little. Have you done that?
Okay, this is what I'm looking at. Right, ready? Here we go. That's what I'm looking at.
Ew.
I love how
Is
they.
it that bad?
I haven't even got that photo.
Honest to God. Seriously, honestly.
That's not.
My
That
eyes.
Stop sharing.
no, good one. Look
Now
at
drop my PayPal in the
Actually,
chat.
Oh shit!
yeah, actually, that thing with the fish is awesome. Actually,
Is it?
yeah.
I feel bad for the fish.
Well, they're happy.
Are they though? Eating your nasty feet.
Yeah, I don't know about those feet, but normal feet, yeah.
See, I told you my vision's not that good. I can't see that good. So to me, they were just blurry
That
enough to
photo
be
wasn't that
okay.
bad.
Doesn't matter. You go over there and just close your eyes, and they
That
take care of
photo
your
wasn't
feet.
as bad as the one he sent me. All right, Beulah, when you've
I'm so sorry.
when you've conquered the US, are you gonna branch out and go global?
Ooh,
I know he froze.
Oh, that'd be awesome if we could turn his
Imagine that.
if we could just bust into a motorboat and we have him start going continent to continent on the
Bueller,
bike.
can you hear me?
I think he passed out. I think he passed out when Old Wolf shared
That
the
would
picture.
actually be awesome if
Bueller
Bueller
versus the world.
global.
Right?
So hopefully he unfreezes and can answer my question. Did you get that?
Bueller, are you gonna go global?
What's that?
So my question was: once you conquer the US, will you go global?
That is the plan. I do want to go to Europe. I want to go to Australia, New Zealand, and stuff like that.
Mate, you can do Australia in a day.
Yeah, I've also added I want to live in New York for a year, and so when I turn 50, from 50 to 51, I want to live in New York City and just live downtown Manhattan. So just bucket list things, you know. So, but yeah, most definitely.
Are we going to get a Bueller plane, a private jet?
I don't know about that, man. But
That would be so old. I mean, that would be so awesome. Bueller going global.
I know. Get a comic book in
international.
every country.
I gotta get a little better shape to be able to walk around and stuff like that. So.
It would still be so awesome that you. Okay, somebody just carries you. I don't care, but it would so be awesome that you went global.
That's kind of always been the plan, to be honest. It's something I thought about. I said, I'll do this for about 3 years, and then after that, try to take it overseas and see where I can go. Because I do have a fairly decent audience in like Europe and stuff like that, and the UK and everything, And actually, it's because I did my show so early in the morning at like 5 o'clock in the morning. I had a lot of viewers from overseas that would watch the Coffee and Comic show because I did it at such an early time. And so I know quite a few people over there, so it worked out pretty good.
Yeah, it was always bedtime for me when it was about midnight, I think, when you used to do your morning ones. So.
Yeah, but and before you go global, hey, you have to go Massachusetts.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Just okay.
I'll be honest with you, man. I don't like driving to the East Coast anymore. It's the East is not. I'd rather just fly there and go visit a bunch of places.
What's wrong with Massachusetts?
I didn't say there's something wrong with Massachusetts, but I'm just saying, like, rather if I want to go to New York instead of driving to New York, I'll just fly to New York and then go hang out with a bunch of people in New York and go and travel a little bit there instead of driving 2,000 miles there and 2,000 miles back, and stuff. It's so expensive to do that right now. Obviously, it's a lot
Okay.
cheaper just to fly and go hang out with some people and stuff. So I don't plan on going too much on the eastern part of the United States for a little while. So
All right, but I'm going to see
far as
MegaCon, right?
I'm still going to visit, but I'm going to fly instead. So
I'm going to see MegaCon.
yeah, I already
You're
got that
going.
on.
All right. I got to hook up with you somehow.
Well, I'm sure we can make it happen.
Okay.
I'll be there like all 4 days.
Okay. Me too.
Yeah, I'll be at the Black Box Comics booth.
Black Box. Okay. Remind me that later on because I'll totally forget
When
that.
he's sober.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
5 months down the road, so we got time.
Right.
Yeah. Remind me later.
I'll send you a picture real quick.
So have you been to every state that you've wanted to go to so far?
No, I missed Massachusetts. Like that was on the list. I wanted to get up into Maine and stuff like that as well, and Connecticut and everything, and I missed those. So I'll have to make that up. But for the most part, I didn't get a lot of time in Texas, so I need to spend some time there after the probably around March or whatever. But for the most part, I've gone to all the places except for those that I missed. And I didn't hit New Orleans. I wanted to go to.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, I wanted to go to New Orleans and stuff. But my sister goes there like a couple times a year, and I might just go with her. And they have I think they have a house there that they rent out or something like that. So it'd be kind of fun.
That would have been awesome.
I've seen a lot of really cool places. I mean, I love Mount Rushmore, man. I kid you not. I sat there and just was like just in awe of that. And it was so, and obviously you've been there, but it's like it costs $10 to park and that's it, and you're good, and you just go hang out there. I loved it. I absolutely loved it, and just really looking forward to going back there and visiting.
Oh, Bueller.
And I love the Badlands as well.
Mm-hmm.
I went and camped in Badlands for a few days. I love that. Would love to do that again over at what's that place called? That Wall Drug.
Yeah.
I stayed there for a night and was in the Badlands for about 2 or 3 days. It was like 110 degrees. It's great.
Yeah, Wall's kind of different. It has every one of the shops all connected to each shop.
Yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was very, very touristy.
Yeah.
So
they have free water.
Free water.
Free water.
and 5-cent or 10-cent coffee.
Yeah, that's what it is too. Yeah,
it is 10-cent coffee. I'll put you that.
Yeah, it's pretty flat. Yeah. So it goes with the free water. So
Yeah, exactly.
Do you guys have places that like you can't drink the water, like where the water's like nasty?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of places like that. Arizona is one. It really has to go with the mountains. Like if you're like in Oregon, where you're in the mountains, the Cascade Range, there's a lot of runoff and stuff. So the water's really good. There's a lot of places to get really nice, clean water. Or like if you're in the desert, in Arizona or whatnot, they have the water being pumped in and stuff. It goes through a lot, and it's just not really good to drink. And like Detroit, Michigan, don't drink the water there.
Don't drink the water. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of places. Yeah, there's a lot of places here in the States that you don't want to touch the water, which is a shame.
Water's good here. I don't drink tap water, but I know our city here is meant to be one of the better places you can get water from. I just play it safe and drink bottled water. You know. Any other news, people?
Hold on.
I think I saw you got some other feet sent to you, Old Wolf.
Oh yeah, he can't get off his phone now.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
That's cool.
All I can say is I
His
get my
algorithm
petty
changed.
every 3 to 4 weeks. I love it. I'm sorry, I love it. I go in with my wife. It's a wife husband thing. We enjoy that. We go in. We know everybody that's there to the point where if my wife calls to get an appointment and they're like, and I say, they call me Mr. Sparkles because I like when I get my nails done, I have to get sparkles.
We should start calling you that instead of Old Wolf.
Call me Mr. Sparkles. That's my name. Anyways, when my wife calls it, I'm Mr. Sparkles' wife. We get a spot, no problem. No problem. Set. We sit down. I get my nails done. I goof around. I have the girls pick out the color for me that day. We have a great time. I laugh. They make them. I make them laugh. I laugh. It's a great time, and I come out with some nice feet. I think we should all get our nails done.
There you go.
There you go. Don't knock it until you try it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm not.
That's a luxury I can't afford.
I've had it done before.
Yeah, it's a great time. They do your feet, they do your calves, they massage everything. They
Is
clean
it
your feet.
expensive?
No, not
Well,
really.
the good ones are.
Yeah, but they give you the good ones give you a little extra.
Happy ending ones.
There's a
But-
place here in Florida you get it done for like $4. It's not very good.
Wow.
No,
It's not very good.
but you should do it. You should find a place local to you and get it done. Honest.
I don't
Do
know.
a live
man.
stream. Live stream it.
Yeah,
No.
and if they're gonna give you, if you're gonna paint your nails, get it clear.
Have you ever-
It doesn't have to be color. Just get
Have
it
you had a
clear.
man do it? Have you had a man do it to you?
Ugh, no.
Stuff like
bad
that,
thing
I
when
don't
it's
know,
not
man.
the
It's
same.
just like it'd be like I don't know. It's like luxury stuff to me. Like that's like out of my budget. Like I barely survive month to month.
It doesn't
like
cost.
eating
It doesn't
beans.
cost that. But it doesn't cost that much. It really doesn't. But
$40.
if you're on your feet all day, it's nice to pamper your feet because you need those feet. And you sit there and you relax, and they do the job. It doesn't cost that much. Get your nails done clear, and you walk out with nice feet.
Still not selling me. Sorry.
I don't.
Dude.
I mean, I like bite my nails all the time, like a nervous habit.
You
so-
bite
Bite
your
your
fingernails?
fingernails, man.
You bite
No,
your
man,
fingernails?
my fingernails, man. My
We're talking
fingernails.
about your hands. We're talking about a petty.
I don't know the difference between that
Not
stuff,
a
man. I'm
You're not getting a
uncultured.
manicure. You get a pedicure. So unless you bite your toenails, it don't
Oh,
work.
yeah, get that foot up there, you know.
And it's
Come on,
weird,
let's
man,
have
because
the same
like
face.
my pinky toenail is just like a little slither that's like as thick as
Yeah, thin,
concrete, and the rest of them are like paper thin. I can just peel them off.
Yeah,
I don't even have to
they've
cut 'em.
seen all types of feet. You got a pair of feet. They've seen all types of feet. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, they're
Just go
used to-
there and relax and get your nails done.
I can't remember the last stream I was on where feet
I don't
didn't
know.
come
I feel
up.
like
No,
I would
Captain.
like
Captain,
die
how bad-
laughing, man. I don't know if I
Captain,
can handle it because
how bad are your feet? How bad are your feet? Are you doing
it's
it
not that they're
because
that bad. It's just like I'm like the bottom of my
Like a
feet are
troll.
like real
Like
like
troll toenails,
ticklish or something?
everything, you know, just
They'll
all
take care of
nasty and half curled
it's
over.
just-
That's my
they'll
toe.
take care of it. They'll take care of it.
I mean, I cut my own toenails, man. I don't like. They're not like monster toenails or
I
nothing.
need a grinder.
No,
Right.
It's weird to like
honest to God.
paper
Honest to
thin. You
God.
just kind of peel them off.
I
Bueller,
know
at this point,
I
at this point, Bueller is wondering why he joined the stream.
I've had this done to me. It's not bad.
yeah. and Russ, don't worry about it. Bueller's been on my channel before. This is totally my channel. There is nothing to do with comics. It's all to do about whatever we bring up, whatever
All
topic
about
we
feet.
bring up.
It's all about feet. Talking feet with Old Wolf.
Talking about feet with Old Wolf.
Talking feet with Mr. Sparkles.
That's me. That's me. I'm Mr. Sparkles. Honest
I
to
used
God.
to,
You
Mr.
want a seat
Sparkles.
at Top Nails in Somerset, Mass? All you're gonna say is, "I'm a friend of Mr. Sparkles." You got a chair, no problem.
I used to paint my fingernails back when I was like a teenager, when I was going through my little goth phase.
Yeah,
I used
exactly.
I used to get in trouble at school for it, like it was a big thing. I remember the teacher made me. She put me in like not after school detention, but like a lunchtime detention. She made me sit outside her office in front of the like yard where everyone's out having fun. She made me sit there with a bowl of some nail polish remover and remove it for my lunch break.
Why?
Because she was a bitch. It was back in the 90s, man. Things were different back then.
Fucking 90s, yeah. Shit, I was like 30.
Nowadays, you get in trouble if you judge someone for that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I took a nap one time and I have tattoos all over myself, and my kids drew on me with markers. And I went to the bank, and then I went to the grocery store, and I mean, I had blue stuff, red stuff, like dicks on my ears and shit. My kids drew on me. I was so pissed off when I got home. Yeah, that was a good time.
But
Yeah,
still-
sounds like it.
But they still cashed a check, right? When you went to the
Yeah, they just kind of giggled while they were, yeah, sure, we'll sign that. Yeah, well, yeah.
I've always wanted to draw dicks on my father when he falls asleep. Look at Dad. There's a nice big one.
Right, well. And then you got just squiggly lines anywhere, you know. At that time, my head was shaved too, like Old Wolf. So, you know, that was a fun design up there once you start sweating.
It all came off, though. It all came off.
Right. Eventually.
3 weeks later.
Hey, you guys gonna support me when you guys gonna help me out when I do my 24-hour?
Yeah, I'll be there for at least 10 minutes. I'll find
Yeah.
some time. 24 hours. We got a whole
I
day.
might be in the chat.
We'll be there.
Oh,
What are you gonna do?
I don't
Wow,
know. I gotta figure it out.
Is it gonna be 24-hour hangout? Or are you gonna have some structure to it?
I'm trying to. I just don't know.
You can't drink for 24 hours.
Oh no, I'll be done.
Well, that's not the right attitude.
You should drink only for the last hour just to celebrate that you did it.
No, but seriously, I mean, I'm gonna need help to try to figure out what to do. I am trying to figure out some kind of structure, but
Why would you want to do that?
what I'm doing a fundraiser. It's a fundraiser for a pediatric.
Okay, that makes sense. I didn't know that. I thought you were just going to do random 24 hours.
No. It's a fundraiser for pediatric brain cancer.
Okay, well, that makes
research.
sense.
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm I know a family, and the daughter died 4 years ago. She was like 10, and I was close. We were close with the daughter, so the family has been trying. You know, he does fundraisers and stuff for that for the cause. So, you know, I'm trying to do my part.
Well, give it away every hour on the hour for 24 hours.
I'm trying to. I started early, and John comes. Kids say you're starting early, too early, but like I'm trying to figure out what to do because I've never done anything like this,
Yeah, I think the starting time is very important.
Yeah, so it's January 14th. I'm starting at 7 a.m. So at 7 a.m. that means you're up in Australia. You're going to be 7, 8, 9, 10
Next day.
in the afternoon. I mean, so it's like I guess I'm going to be counting on Simple Simon to help us out.
Yeah, so when you're up in the morning, I'll be like, be able to come on a little bit before I go to bed, and then the next day I'll probably have to go to work, so I can come back around this time.
It's going to be a Saturday. I'm going to start on Saturday at 7 o'clock in the morning. That makes it's going to be what, Sunday for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Saturday in the morning. No, Saturday morning will be like Saturday night here, like just before midnight and stuff.
So I'm gonna be looking for you.
Hey, people wake up in the morning. I do some streams at like 9 o'clock at night here, and heaps of people over your side of the world are waking up and getting ready for the day.
All right.
It'll be
So
fun.
I guess I'm gonna be looking for. Oops, 4 a.m. in my time. Yeah, there you go. So I'm gonna be like looking for since 7 o'clock a.m. Starting.
I think the morning is going to be tough to
I
start.
know.
I reckon it's easy to start at night because I think the tough period is going to be you being up all morning and then getting to 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. You're going to start feeling really tired. I feel like if you start in the afternoon, you'll be able to get through that morning part a bit easier. But I don't know. I've never done it, but
Yeah, but I'm looking at if I start in the morning on a Saturday, I end up a morning on a Sunday, and after that I can just
and then you'll wake up on the Tuesday.
Yeah.
But I'm like I'm thinking like I want to do this to help, but I have no fucking clue how to do it.
Because I was going to do the same thing. Obviously, I said recently because I'm getting close to my 4,000 hours, so I want to do a 24-hour stream. Do what you're doing. Do like choose a charity and stuff like that. But I think I'd try to have some structure. So I'd have like scheduled things that might happen amongst hanging out. So have like a certain group of people on, so you can, I don't know, do something fun like a cover battle or something weird like that, and then have a few hours where you hang out, and then have something else that's scheduled where you have specific people was sort of coming in to do it with you.
So I was actually
hang up for this 24 hours. It's going to be tough.
I know. So actually, I was thinking since I'm thinking of January, I can pick up like 10 friggin' custard pies from McDonald's.
Yeah, but custard pies are different. When you're talking custard pies, you're not talking about the McDonald's one that I ate. It's a different thing.
No, I'm talking about
like a real custard pie.
No,
if you have Bueller on for 20 hours out of that 24, you'll be all right.
No, I'm talking about McDonald's custard pies.
Oh, you got them?
Yeah, because they come out custard and something else as for Christmas pie.
Okay, well, yeah, I'll watch. How about I just commentate? Do I have to join?
Fine.
I've done my 10.
I know you did, and you said after if someone else does 10, you'll do 11.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. If you can get me out of retirement, then okay.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that. So stuff like that, because I know you're more than 12 hours ahead, so you're more like 14, 15 hours ahead. So I was thinking, doing that just because you said that in the past, and so it would be like, okay, you're doing that in the past. You said that in the past. I'll pick up X amount of pies, and I'll just start like shoving in my mouth and.
Oh my god!
I know.
It's not as easy as you think, because I thought
I thought
it was going to be easy, and then my brain started playing tricks with me, like you might die from eating custard pies. So the first time,
since I'm gluten intolerant, I'll be like, "Excuse me."
Yeah, you're going to go to the toilet for a toilet break, and then you'll pass out from being so tired.
But it's stupid stuff. I know it's stupid stuff, but it's for a cause, and whatever buck I make it goes to them. It's not gonna go to me. So I'm just trying to figure it out.
We're still going to do the spicy noodle challenge as well.
I'm thinking I'll pick it up, but instead of doing noodles, I'll throw the spicy onto some rice.
Can't you get like gluten-free noodles or some shit?
Yeah, I have it here.
There you go. Just.
But if I buy rice, if I just get an order of rice from a restaurant, rice, put it on there.
Yeah, but I feel like if you put too much rice in there, you're gonna spread the hotness out, and it's kind of cheating,
But if I cook a box of noodles, it's the same thing. It's not measured.
If you get a packet though. Have you got like packet gluten-free noodles?
No,
get the packet of noodles and then get the spice. It's a box.
Yeah.
But do they come in the squares like in a packet thing?
No, I can show you the box.
Or is it just like?
I gotta get going. Sorry, guys. Thank you.
Take
I
care.
gotta be at work.
We gotta head out.
Stay well. Take care.
Take care, mate.
I gotta
Bye,
go
Captain.
too. It's always a
Who's that?
pleasure being on here with you guys.
Oh, I love Captain. I love you, man. I love you.
I love being on with the Godfather, Mr. Brewer.
Good seeing you, brother.
See you,
Take
Cap.
it easy,
You guys
Cap.
have a great one.
So,
Peace.
so if I get a box, it's gluten-free pasta. It's still like 12, 16 ounces. It's not measured to what's in the thing. So if I get some rice, I can throw the rice in, throw the stuff on top of it. I'm still getting the heat, and I'm still, it's not measured the same thing. I could try to measure the same thing.
Well, the problem is when you get those noodles, the whole point is you obviously cook the noodles in the boiling water, and then when you drain it, the noodles have moisture to it, and that's why when you put the flavoring stuff on there, it kind of mixes in. That's how it mixes. If you do it to rice, I don't know how that's going to work.
I don't know, but I mean, doing the custard pies is going to kill me internally. So, but to do the ×2 noodles, which I'm ready for it. I'll do it. I don't give a
I think
care.
I've got a pack in my closet in my pantry right now.
Yeah. Okay. Do me a favor. Go look how much rice is in that.
In right, you mean noodles? Give me a sec.
Yeah. Okay. Go. I love that shirt.
You're on that shirt. You ever wear that shirt that has a picture of you on it?
Not that one. That one is a one and only. I made that just for him.
It's a one of one. Don't be sending any more out. It's a one of one. I think this is actually just the regular one. This is not the 2 times. This is just the single time, the one time.
So how much
you
rice is
get-
in there? How much? What's the weight?
You mean just in like grams? You mean or
Oh, you're gonna go by bulk weight.
by what?
Bulk weight.
Bulk weight. It says 4.94 ounces.
So I have to
140
get
grams?
I have to get 4 point whatever ounces of rice.
Yeah, I'm just saying though, the flavoring stuff. It might work. I don't know. You just do it, whatever, man. But I'll have to go get some of the spicier stuff. This is pretty spicy, but
No, I understand that, but to be fair to you, if I'm going to do rice, I have to do the same amount of rice to your noodles. But I can eat the rice, I can't eat the noodles. You know what I'm saying? So I want to be even, so I can die just as much as you are. You know what I'm saying? So I'll gladly do it.
Hurt yourself?
Huh?
Why do you want to hurt yourself?
Have you seen me?
yeah, he just did the hot ones, spicy
Did
wings.
you see the hot one? Did you see the third annual hot wings?
No.
Why?
He did it with his whole family.
I had like a bite of one of those chips, those like devil chips or whatever you call them.
Yeah.
Like, why the hell would anyone do this on purpose?
I don't know.
It's just pain. Why would you want to hurt yourself?
We just did the 3rd annual Old Wolf Hot Wing Challenge.
Well, don't do that. It hurts.
No, I know, but I did.
I really want to try the bomb.
Bowl of ice cream instead.
Oh, the bombs. Oh, the fuck. The bombs. Oh my god, it's a bottle of pain.
Yeah, because I've watched Hot Ones a lot, and they always get to the bomb, and that's when they are like, man, that's stupid.
Once you hit the bomb, after everything else, it's just a bottle of pain. Honest to God.
I don't need no pain. Don't do the
And
pain.
why do I do it? Because I don't know. It's an Old Wolf thing. I don't know. I get a whole
I'm with Bueller. I'm with Bueller on that one, man. I'm
I-
scared of the one chip challenge.
Yeah, I got maybe one little sliver of that chip in my mouth. I was like, "What the hell? This is the worst mistake I ever made."
I know, man.
It doesn't even taste good.
Do this on purpose.
But I get a whole bunch of friends together. This year we had children of the friends there, and we do the whole 10 bottles, and the bomb is the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
Then after that, it's just pain after that.
it's been a while since I had anything crazy. Like I like spicy stuff, but there is definitely a level where it's like this is beyond. It shouldn't be this. And the worst thing with this kind of stuff, like the noodles, is once your mouth is burning that bad, because the liquids, the noodle is like liquid and it's moist. It kind of makes it worse with every bite. So,
When
I like jalapenos on my pizza, and that's as spicy as I go.
the jalapenos aren't really spicy to me.
yeah, that's not there. When I ate the times 2 just to figure out how it would physically hurt myself, which it did. It was I was actually eating like butter just to get it on my tip.
So I've had the 3 times before, and that was rough. But yeah, it's hard to find the 3 times now, probably because they're getting sued somewhere in the world.
Probably it times 2 is what kind of tea you drinking, Bueller?
The only kind.
Ah, Van by the River, baby.
That's right. A little bit of vanilla something. I don't know what it is.
Look at that mug, so beautiful.
That's a good mug. I appreciate it, man. Like I said, it made the cut, dude.
Dude, all I wanted to do is give you something that would always be there in the van. That's.
I can't get rid of this. I mean, this is perfect. So I use it quite a bit. I have a nice little coffee mug selection, and this was definitely a keeper. So
Yeah,
I have more than in storage, but this one I want to bring with me. So
good. 'Cause I just wanted to give you a little bit of me in the van. You know what I'm saying? Just for the goof.
Yeah.
But yeah. Going back to the hot sauces. I got 2 bottles of the bomb half used. I don't know how to get it to you. I don't know if it'll go through.
You can get. So one of my mates at work has it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to try it. But it's one of those things. You buy it, you taste it, and you're like, yeah, I'm good.
You never
I don't need to taste that again. No. There's a place here called Crazy Wing, and it's like an Asian hot pot place, but they do these like chicken wings on skewers, right? And they're amazing. But they have one that's called the Crazy Wing, which is like a stupid spicy one. So we used to always go with a group of friends after work, and we'd order literally like 200 wings of all the different flavors, and then we'd order the Crazy Wings last, and you'd eat these Crazy Wings, and like there's 2 per skewer, and it is just like it's stupid hot. And I remember last time I went there, I went with a friend, and I said to him, so we ate all the flavored wings. We're like, okay, cool. We're down to the Crazy Wing. I was like, dude, just eat them both as quick as you can, and then just sit there and take the pain.
Yeah.
So I'm like, ready, go. And I ate my 2 wings in about 10, 15 seconds. And then I'm just sitting there watching him, and he's just like nibbling on the first one. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he slowly eats like 1 wing. He eats it in like a minute and a half or something. And then he casually just like, he's not like, you know how you guys are all screaming in pain when things are hot, but your wife doesn't say anything. She's just like taking it. He was like that. He was just like, yeah, I can't eat that second wing. It's a bit too spicy. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, it's the hottest thing I've ever eaten. I can't eat that second one. I was like, why aren't you reacting to the spice? Like,
oh, she was reacting. She was crying. And if you listen to
this, you guys were like, oh, it's so hot. And she was just, and that's it.
That proves that that just shows why my wife wears the pants in the family, because she can take that freaking wing. She was crying. I can't. She was just crying, and she was yelling at my daughter again, "Get me some water!" But she took it. It was the hottest thing. It was 2 million.
2 million Scoville.
2 million plus Scoville, and she's taking it, and she's crying. And she's like, me, I'm like sucking water out of the faucet. And I'm like, shut this, hit the button. God, I'm dying here. And she's just taking the whole thing. Oh, she's a saint.
That's very impressive.
Yeah, I don't understand why, like, when people create those sauces, like what's going through their mind, like I'm going to take the hottest 5 things in the world,
right?
Put them together and then enhance the heat even more. I'm like,
yeah, it's not even for flavor. There's no flavor.
I know, man.
It's just they all taste the same, but one just hotter than the other.
If something is good and it's actually got flavor, I don't mind a little bit of heat. But when the heat is like overpowering everything else, and all you want to do is like die after you take a bite.
Yeah,
I just don't get that, man.
There's 10 sauces, and there's flavor, heat, flavor, and just heat. It gets to a point where there's no flavor, other than just pain and heat, and you do that because you're trying to prove you got bigger balls than the next guy.
That's another thing I don't get, man. It's like trying to prove something to somebody. It's like I've never had the mindset to where I was like, I'm going to prove I'm an idiot by the song,
And that's what it is. I mean, after like the bomb is like the 8th one.
It's always the 8th one.
Yeah, and I mean this year's sauces were tough. It was. I mean, last year's wasn't as bad as this year. So like the 6th and 7th was getting there, but the bomb was the 8th, and after that you're done. If you can make him, because it doesn't. The Scovilles aren't as bad on paper, but once you taste it, you're done. And then the other two were like you're done plus, but the bomb just like knocks you out. If you can get past that, you're all set.
Now, do you like the sweet and spicy combo, or not?
I like heat, but I like the flavor. So yeah, I'll go for sweet.
It's like the best
Tonight we had before hopping on, I met a couple of friends. We went in for some wings and to watch the game and all that stuff. And it was the Parmesan garlic, whatever.
I can't remember who makes it because it's been a couple of years since I had it. But the best tasting sauce I ever had was a habanero and mango sauce.
I had one of those.
It was hot, but it tasted like really good.
Yeah, that's when you're like looking at flavor. You're not looking at heat, But once you get past that and you just go heat, you're doing that just to prove something. So
I gotta get running, boys, because I'm gonna make dinner and take a few hours.
Where's Sarah?
She's it's her brother's birthday, so she's with the fam tonight, and then she's gonna come over later. So,
all right, so we'll say hi for me.
I will. So good hanging out, guys. Enjoy the rest of your nights. Whatever's
you
left
doing
of it.
you still doing the bagging and boarding stream tomorrow?
Yeah, so I think it's going to be about 5:30 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
So around then. So if you're awake, well, I'll send you the link.
I'll be there.
All right.
You said 5 p.m. Eastern if you're awake.
Well, I mean, it's 2 a.m. here right now, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm like when I go out,
it's
I'm
2
out.
a.m. here too.
It's like I was ready to go to bed 2 hours ago when I got on the stream, man.
I'm ready
You dragged his ass out of bed and just to make fun of his feet, mate. That's what you did.
No, those are nasty feet. Get your freaking feet.
All right. See you guys. Have a good night.
Yeah,
See you, Simon.
All right. So, are you guys gonna help me out when I do my 24-hour?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll be around.
All right, good. I mean, I'm trying to figure out some structure, but I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be time.
I'm not sure what I can add to the stream, but I'll be there.
Some interviews lined up, like Donnie Cates.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Donnie Cates is gonna talk to me. I can't even talk to. I have no clue what to say to him.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
But I mean, I'm looking for structure, but there's going to be time where I have no structure, and to me, this is the best part of it. Just us bullshitting. So,
well, for 24 hours. That might be a stretch.
You telling me? Especially when my ass is going to get out of this chair.
Yeah.
Unless I got to pee.
We'll be sending just feet pics to each other by that time.
How would I? You said Donnie Cates. How would I get even contact with Donnie Cates?
I don't know. Send him a message. Send him a picture of your foot. Say, hey, man, I know you're into some weird stuff.
Hey,
check this
hey,
out.
Donna Cates. Hi, it's Old Wolf. How you doing? You want to hang out with me for a while?
You never know, right? You never
I
know.
don't know about Donnie Cates, man, but you might be able to get Quentin Tarantino with a shot of your foot.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. You can make a whole movie around my foot. All right, man. Hey, I gotta go. I've been on for a while.
That's good
So
practice.
yeah, I appreciate you guys. I really do. Appreciate everyone.
Take it easy, Tony.
So love you. I'll
Bob
probably
Bueller.
contact you about like hanging out with me pretty soon. If that's okay.
Awesome.
Okay. See ya.
Peace.
Peace. Who hops out first?
You're still live, man. You got to hit end stream.
Nobody hopped out.
I was waiting on you to hit end stream because you're still live.
Oh yeah, hold on, hold on. End broadcast. See ya.